And it's live. Hey guys, Goggsy here, and welcome back to the Scottish Cup weekend. It's the fourth round. Adam, unfortunately, will not have much of an invested interest, but that doesn't matter. He's here anyway. How is it today? How's it going today, mate?
It was going fine until you brought that up, so thanks very much for that, mate. But no, obviously, chuffed to be here. So thanks for asking me on, despite well, let's just not talk about the second round. Thanks.
No, absolutely not. Although it was a great stream that night. But anyway, we're going to have a wee look at the comments before we get into the shenanigans that is Motherwell versus Greenock Morton. It's still 0-0 at St Mirren versus Inverness, I believe. And yeah, Joseph Coyle sent a lot of messages. Hello, Joseph. This isn't Football Manager. Football Manager's taking a back seat this weekend because we've got a Scottish Cup. Flying Pig United fan 67 says, "Come on the tone." Okay, hold on. I just need to close my window. I think I hear a lot of children playing outside, and I do not like the sound of
that. As you do.
No, it's just rude beyond.
How inconsiderate. I mean, so selfish.
Inconsiderate assholes. There you go. But we're back. Guten Tag, got -1 Motherwell on MOTHERWELL. Yes, Robbie B. We'll try and avenge Queen of the South the next round if we get through. Franz likes to say the children play. Well, yeah, that is his favourite song. Children by Robert Miles.
I was going to say that was a bit suspect. I didn't know where you were going with that, but that's a banger, to be fair.
Yeah, an absolute banger. All right, Johnny M. All right, lads. Hope you're well. Where is Stevie and Fraz are still on their break? Prediction. I will come up with a prediction very shortly. But first, we've got to go through the starting lineups of the teams. Motherwell's starting 11 is as follows: Liam Kelly, Stephen O'Donnell, Declan Gallagher, former Morton player himself, Ricky Lammy, who played in the last meeting between the two sides, but on the other side, when Motherwell ran out 4-0 winners. Nathan McGinley at left back, then Maguire, Crawford and Campbell, with Lawless, Cole and Long leading the line. Morton, of course, they've got McAdams, Ledger, Fjortoft, former Motherwell player McLean, I'm assuming it's Brian McLean, McGinty, Jacobs, McGinn, Muirhead, Nesbitt, McGuffey and Lyon. My prediction for tonight, I have put on a scorecast of Devante Cole to be the first goal scorer and Motherwell to win 3-0. What do you think, Adam?
That sounds very appealing. What price did you get for that, mate?
20-1.
What you got on? Wee fiver?
Aye, a wee fiver.
Wee fiver, why not?
Nothing too stupid.
No, of course not. So 3-0 and Devante Cole first goal. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Let's have your comments in down below, whatever your predictions are. Ewan Star says, "Hello lads, how's it going? Been such a nice day here. Done 17k steps today. Wow.
Good effort, mate.
Hello Jill, how's it going? Shut your holes, the Wells playing Waynes." Please don't say the kids outside were challenged, as you said. Yes, of course.
I'm the worst human being in the world.
The channel is, well, the Motherwell game is on Motherwell TV. That's the team's out. Stevie and Fraz are away to Dubai, a mid-season holiday.
The training camp.
Chris's Morton TV says, "Your Motherwell TV didn't let me take my PayPal. Don't take it up with me. Take it up with the Motherwell TV team. They'll get back to you as soon as possible." I'm actually a different entity to Motherwell. Funnily enough. Johnny M says 3-0 Motherwell. 3-0 well.
Hey, lots of 3-0s coming in.
Yeah,
it's a sign.
It's happening. Everybody stay calm. Good to see the Talk Championship show back. Adam Monaghan Beans against David's mob.
Delighted to be on the Talk Scottish Football Championship show again. It's it's been a long time coming. I've been trying to sort of nag Dave to come back on, and he says it's not to do with Dunfermline's poor form. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure I'm buying that, but I'd like to see the Pars go up via the playoffs because of my Pars pals, but cannot see it, unfortunately. I did say on the show though that I reckon that they'll pip Inverness that final playoff place. I think that was just to be nice. I don't know. I don't really know.
So is this going to be a regular thing next season? The championship spin-off of the Talk Scottish Football podcast?
I hope so. I quite like talking about the lower leagues to an extent. I mean, my lower league knowledge isn't great. I'm not gonna lie. I obviously said before we came on air about me sweating, trying to work out this FORFAR team, but no, I quite like it. So hopefully,
absolutely. And of course, the teams are having a minute's silence for Prince Philip. Of course, we can't stay silent because otherwise people are just going to go off because we can't have any dead air. So we're just going to keep spraffing shite all the way through. Robbie B says it's definitely because of Dunfermline being pissed. Get it off you, David. John,
I'm a big fan of the emoji used there. Can I just say
that comes from an inside joke we've got from one of the shows we've done previously, where we just started talking about, you know how when you're getting beat like 4-0 away, and then there's someone in the home end going like that to you and all that.
I'm a big fan of that. That's top pattern. I'm going to start using that. That's class.
I'll send you the clip later on.
Superb.
Ewan Star says only got one bottle left of Iron Brew 1901. Not going to down the rest.
That's what I've got. That's what I've got this evening. This is turning into a bit of a sort of, I don't know, a sort of stream trend, if you like.
Yeah.
Why not?
There we go.
Beautiful. Good gear.
Yeah. AMO9 FIFA says, come on it on. Matt White says, how are we, Jonathan Sutherland?
Every time, man. Every time. Actually, I was talking about this with some of my closest pals in the group chat. They were trying to say that somebody else looked like Jonathan Sutherland, and then I said that on your streams I've been called Jonathan Sutherland a couple of times. So, yeah, that's... listen, not a great comparison, but we move.
You certainly do. Joseph says it's going to be 5-0 to Motherwell as Hearts playing in the Scottish Cup by any chance. Well, I will say out of the last three meetings, it's finished 6-0, 4-0, and 4-0 at Fir Park for Motherwell and Morton. So we're due a 5. If
Cole scores the first, will you get the option to cash out at 3?
I probably will. Like, even if I catch it for like 40 quid, I'll be happy.
Can't wait till Chris Long opens the scoring and Motherwell win 3-0.
Oh, that's the one time I don't want Chris Long to score. Oh, I've slagged Chris Long off and rotten this. So
it's a nap. It's an absolute nap. It's a nap.
It's happening. Oh my god. Morton are playing quite tricky at the back at the moment, but Declan Gallagher wins the header there.
Could do with a wee scouting report given the Jambos have got them on Tuesday. Well, they've got them on Tuesday night in a dead rubber, but even still, would be nice to know. Hearts win. We've had it for the majority of the season, but it's not exactly been enjoyable. So
it's a long ball there, but it's been cut out by Stephen O'Donnell, friend of the channel, and Motherwell have broken away with the ball.
God's sake.
You'll get used to this pattern. Trust me.
I was waiting on that.
You can watch it downstairs. It's fine. Oh, well, you do your shopping then. Anyway, Adam will be covering the later game, which is FORFAR Athletic against Dundee United. Don't start that friend in the channel.
I'm a big fan. Why not? Keep it going, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Iron Brew jelly babies are class. You should try them. Ooh, I've never had them chicken mix before.
I didn't even know you could get Iron Brew jelly babies, and I love Iron Brew.
I love jelly babies. Maybe there's a. Hopefully Nielsen keeps the 3-4-1-2, but knowing him, it will be a 4-2-3-1 on Tuesday.
Oh, absolutely no doubt. Yeah, guaranteed. He loves a tinker, loves a 4-2-3-1.
Ooh. The Iron Brew chew bars. Oh, they were nice.
Between them and the Whams. Used to like a Wham as well.
Oh, I love the Wham. The red fizzy one. Oh, and the blue wrapping. Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Nostalgia right there.
Yeah, it is. Whatever happened to them?
I don't know. I was always under the impression that they just got discontinued kind of under the radar, but I don't know.
And this DJ is saying Wham, fantastic band. I was literally about to set up a Wham joke.
George Michael, eat your heart out.
Yeah, I was. My next line was going to be, "Whatever happened to Whams?" And I was like, "I know about their lead singer. He's no longer with us." But
oh, good God!
But I'm glad that CJ spared me from that. Well, Christopher, how's it going? Christopher Hugan, Norwegian correspondent. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello, Scott Black, the Hibs fan. Come on, the Ton. Sorry, Gogs, of course, because you're wanting an easier tie next round. But I hope Stranraer pump yous tomorrow.
Well, that makes two of us, mate, but I can't see it.
Oh, Inverness have taken the lead at St Mirren as
a punt on that.
Cali are looking for a second Premiership scalp in the Scottish Cup this season.
Both of which away from home as well. I said that to you off air just before we came on. Should have backed Inverness tonight.
Exactly. Superb. Thing is, it's my Scottish Cup scarf. I like to say it's a lucky scarf, but Motherwell haven't won a cup since. So it's not really a lucky scarf, but I'm still going with it.
This is the year.
This is the year. 30 years strong.
As long as you knock out Hibs, I'm not too fussy after that.
Well, we've got to get through against Morton first.
True, very true.
There will be a party in the streets of Mirren. But 1-0 Inverness. Shed Boy Vlog says he's not feeling confident, but 2-0 United. I think
that's what I've got scoreline wise as well.
I've taken United -1 tonight. Gogsy, you remind me of a person who would wear the Motherwell top over a jumper in the winter, and that's not a bad thing. I have been known to be doing that, but it's mainly only on like March time. I usually do that, or like September, October.
That awkward stage between summer and winter, either way, isn't it? Yeah.
So when I've equalised. Oh.
Just as well I didn't take Inverness then.
God. Hello, Don. He's open for another win. Well, makes two of us, mate. It'd be typical to win our first cup in 30 years, and we can't get to see it in person. I'll try my best to wangle a way through. Don't you worry. I'll try to use my contacts, Trips. I've got you covered.
You said that off air just before we came on about the typical malarkey, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Like I actually said at the start of the season, I was thinking, what if Motherwell win the league this season? Obviously, I had been on a few drinks.
Just a few.
Just a few.
What was I going to say? How many finals have you seen Motherwell lose then?
3.
A couple, 2, 3.
I've seen 3. There's been 4 in my lifetime, but I wasn't at the defeat against Rangers 5-1. The one where Mike McCurry asked one of the Rangers players for a shirt after the game.
Has it just been the Old Firm in that time? Yeah.
Sorry?
Has it just been the Old Firm that you've lost in finals? Yeah.
That's been our problem. We've been up against Rangers or Celtic, but
It's got to be one or the other in order to win it, mate.
That's the thing. Aye. Motherwell St Johnstone final. Oh, well. Knowing us, we'd still get beat 1-0.
Hey, listen, St Johnstone are the cup specialists.
Don't even start, mate.
Please don't. I know.
There was a chance missed for every non-Old Firm team.
So depressing, isn't it? It really is.
Like,
I say this as somebody who's seen their team get knocked out by Alloa and Brora Rangers in both cup competitions this season. Oh, good lord.
I mean, at least we got put out by the winner of the cup.
See, that's not embarrassing whatsoever.
Oh,
Deary me.
Motherwell Dundee United final rematch for 30-year anniversary. Oh, inject it.
Superb. Don't think I'm ignoring that comment, but Hearts haven't won the League Cup since before my old man was born. You cheeky sod. So thanks for that.
To be honest, I would rather win the Scottish Cup than the League Cup.
Thank you.
Because you've got a chance of Europe. Whereas...
And I've been fortunate enough to see it twice.
Whereas the Betfred Cup, you get like a bigger prize pot because of the sponsorship money compared to the Scottish Cup, but you don't get a European spot.
I'm just sorry, mate. I'm looking at Superb's comment. Oh, that's terrible. I love that. I'm actually a massive fan of that.
Did you not support Motherwell that day, Joseph, in 2011? Very good. Oh, brilliant. About time Motherwell or Aberdeen won the Scottish Cup again. The thing is, this year's the 31st year since Aberdeen won the Scottish Cup last. I only know that because Motherwell put Aberdeen out in the third round of the Scottish Cup the year after that Motherwell went on to win. So
1990, that's a disgrace for a club the size of Aberdeen.
No. They should have at least a couple trophies, surely.
Aye, you'd have thought so.
I was at the Celtic end. No chance I was already a Celtic. Okay. Hibs won 2 cup finals in my lifetime. Missed both. So I'm like, how can that be?
Because they won the League Cup in 07.
Yeah, they beat Kilmarnock 5-1 in the final.
That's right. 5-1 in a final. Then it was obviously 2016. One of the worst days of my life, but never mind.
To be honest, like I would rather Hibs win than Rangers. Just saying.
See, I get that. I get that as a
but
as
I know
somebody
as
that
a
doesn't
City
have anything
rival,
riding on it. Yeah.
As a City rival, like I know you're probably just split.
Spewing, absolutely spewing. To be fair, that day it was like choosing which disease you want to contract. So yeah, I think it was a lose-lose, wasn't it? But if somebody had to win it, it ideally would have been Rangers, but never mind.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, apart from COVID.
Correct. Jesus.
Willie Reid says Hibs beat the Pars 91 cup final. Was that a League Cup?
League Cup must be.
That would have been the League Cup then. But I will say that the 2 times that Motherwell have won the Scottish Cup, we've beaten either Dundee side on the route to it.
Oh.
Dundee United are still in the cup. But
as of tonight.
As
right now.
as they end up getting beat 1-0 by FORFAR after extra time. So that's got no chance.
Bursting the coupon and also your little fantasy there.
No. But I'm just trying to think of all these happenings that happened in 1991 that align with this season. Granted, fans were allowed into grounds back then. Adam, as a Hearts fan, what did you so?
Oh, yeah, that's maybe what did you do on the 22nd of May when the streets were full of Hibs fans? What did I do? I can't really remember. I'm trying to think. What did I do? I remember watching the final.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot remember what I did the day after. Just probably would have stayed in bed and been crying my eyes out.
All right, Goggsy, let's get a Motherwell win today. I've got faith this is our year, mate. Hopefully, Oliver, and hopefully there'll be a test event at the final so we can get a few pints in before the game and then head across to Hampden. My first Scottish Cup final I can remember watching is Queen of the South versus Rangers.
Oof. Was that 09?
I think so.
That's a while back anyway.
Yeah, we're live right now. All the games that are, of course, FORFAR versus Dundee United, I should say, is at 7:45 p.m. There we go. Sorry about that. Go on, Alan. I haven't really paid much attention to the game so far because it's not been a great spectacle. But Stephen Lawless trying to line up a shot here. Down Campbell, nice one too. Go on, play out wide. Go across. That's a great ball in, and it's out for a corner. No, the keeper's kept it in.
All this fuss beforehand about struggling to log into Motherwell TV and he's not even watching the game. What a shambles.
I've got one eye on it.
Okay, man. Only when you're up.
Queen of the South Rangers Scottish Cup Classic is on BBC Scotland tonight at 10:30. What a final.
Is it?
To be honest, I preferred the Queen of the South Aberdeen game in the semi-final.
Like the 4-3?
The 4-3. Oh, what a game that was.
What a spectacle.
Yes, Francesco. What a guy. I think John Mitchell's trying to make a wee pop here.
Very good. Classic.
Glorious says, if Motherwell progress, they're guaranteed to go further than one of the Old Firm. Massive achievement. That's the thing, we're up against Morton.
What was that, a 7 o'clock kickoff, mate? Yeah.
Yeah, 7 o'clock game. So we're 18 minutes. Oh, sorry, it says here 16 minutes on the clock. Thoughts on Stephen Glass? I don't know enough. Like, my only memory of Stephen Glass was him scoring a penalty into Graham Smith on a Monday night right in front of me. We got beat 4-1 at East End Park.
Good Lord. That wasn't yesterday, was it?
No, it was 2007.
Jeez.
It was my first full proper season as a football fan. If that makes you feel old.
A little bit. A little bit. Can't lie. Christ. 07. Yeah, because considering I saw the first trophy in 06 and can remember it quite well. Yeah, that's worrying. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Unpopular opinion, but the Big Five should all be exempt from relegation.
Who are your Big Five?
Motherwell, St Mirren, St Johnstone, Livingston, Hamilton. There you go. The Big Five.
I swear, I'm just waiting on the comments like Celtic, Rangers, Aberdeen, Hibs, and Livingston.
Kevin Cash says his first cup final was 87. You always ask this, Joseph. There's always controversial moments. I don't know.
Christopher, how on earth does a Norwegian develop a love for Scottish football? Can somebody riddle me that?
I've no idea, but I love it. I think it's great.
So do I. But like, is it on the box over there? Because Norway must have absolutely hee-haw on the telly if Scottish football's being broadcast to the nation.
Just thinking of one of the illegal channels in Norway. They've somehow got Brecon versus Sterrismuir lumping into each other one dodgy Saturday afternoon.
What else would you do on your Saturday afternoon in Oslo?
Of course. Norway's pretty close to Scotland. North Sea Brethren. Yes.
North Sea Brethren.
Livy beat Hibs 2-0 in 2004 to win the League Cup. Yeah, that was a bit before my time, unfortunately. There's a statistic, by the way. See, like, I don't want to bring it up, but when Norway beat Scotland 4-0 in the 2010 World Cup qualifying, Scotland had to play in white because they still had black and white televisions.
Really?
So people,
how did you know that?
It was because Norway were playing in red, so of course it was like a darker color than white. So then people could actually tell
as opposed to blue, because then that would have been dark as well. Yeah. That's how on earth do you know that?
Because I know someone who's actually in Norway that weekend.
What the hell?
Sorry, I've got a mind for really pointless information. See, when it got to exams at school, I was like absolutely fucked.
I saw somebody mention Callum Lang there. He seems to be scoring for Wigan just about every week, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh no, shit! Oh, short pass back there from Ricky Lammy there, and we've got a free kick. Very, very uncomfortable watching this. Willie Colm just barking orders at the Morton number 8. Stay tuned for another episode of Goggsysaan Fun Facts.
That's super comment.
Norway's like that place where Jack and Victor went on holiday in Joe's old holiday house.
Tina Hoolish.
Aye, Tina Hoolish. That can't be a real place. I'm pretty sure.
Well, put it this way, Craig Lang's obviously no real either. So
people spilled it.
Oh man.
I think it's made up of the towns Ballyhoolish and Tyndrum.
Ah.
There you go. It's another Goggsy fact.
What else have you got in store for us this evening, Goggsy?
Let me just rack my brains. Trying to find my phone. Where did I put my phone?
What, are you just going to give us some Raj facts?
No. Well, to be fair, it'll be more interesting than watching this pish. I've paid £12 of my hard-earned cash for.
Where's the optimism gone from 3-0?
There's still time. Oh, that's a cynical foul by McGinn there on Robbie Crawford. Where the hell's my phone? There it is.
Hiding in plain sight.
Pretty much, mate. It was under something. There we go. Oh, that was Devante Cole there with an effort, I think. Stevie still there was Devante Cole there with a attempted flick through ball. Just shoot, mate. I've got you to score the first goal. Aaron O'Neill says I can save myself 20 quid because the Livy game is on telly. I patched that. Motherwell, to sum up the first 23 minutes or so, nothing's really happening. It's going the same sort of way as the game against Formartin. Like, I mean, we've not done too much in the way of creating chances. Their goalkeeper spilled something. I mean, Morton had the best chance earlier on, but oh my, what? No! Oh my God, what a save by Liam Kelly. Morton were through there with a 1-on-1, and thankfully Liam Kelly was equal to the shot. As Morton are dominating this game. Well, not dominating, but they've got the better chances. It's been a couple of bad passbacks or miscontrolled touches, and really, if the boy just kept his composure, he could have just rounded Liam Kelly and put it into the net. It'd be 1-0 Morton. This is very difficult to watch. Christopher Haugen says we get around about 70 plus Scottish games a season. I started watching Scottish games after reading a book about this guy from Norway who started supporting Stenhousemuir.
The Stenhousemuir Supporters Club in Norway.
Yeah, Stonehouse Wall.
That's amazing. 70 Scottish games a season.
To be honest,
I think it's all levels, Christopher, rather than it just being. I mean, that's even still, that's a lot.
To be honest, that sounds more like a prison sentence than anything.
Glutton for punishment.
Who wants to watch 70 Scottish games a season? That's not Scottish.
I was going to say, that's a good, I don't know, good 40 too many for me.
Well, you already have to watch Hearts play.
That's what I'm saying. Even then, that's a chore. Never mind the other Scottish sides. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, if that was Aaron Chapman, the ball would have gone through his legs.
Aaron Chapman, good grief. The only thing I've seen from Aaron Chapman was that Derby Day defeat performance. My lord. Oh dear.
I literally see. In one of my podcasts, I sat and chatted to Craig Telfer for about 10 minutes about that one display of
good lord
attempted goalkeeping.
Attempted definitely being the key word there. Good grief.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Aaron Chapman could go down for a Golden Globe, best acting for a goalkeeper.
Who do you think's worse, Aaron Chapman or Joel Pereira?
No, Aaron Chapman. Although I think Joel Pereira's the better actor because he's managed to get into the books at Man United.
And is on a supposed 20 bags a week. Talk about stealing a living. Goodness gracious me.
He only let in 7 the other week.
From about 8 or 9 shots on target. Oh, goodness.
Robbie B says, would you take Regan Hendry at Hearts, Adam, or do you have enough centre mids?
Oh, I actually know of Regan Hendry, to be fair. I've interviewed him a couple of times. A really nice guy, and is probably the Championship Player of the Year, to be honest. I know Charlie Adam had a great start the first half of the season, but he's obviously been in and out of the Dundee team. I certainly think Hearts could do a lot worse. Definitely. I think the Andy Irving situation, dependent on how that plays out, and Regan Hendry, obviously then his deal would be up on a free transfer. I don't see why not. All depends on the Irving situation, though, I guess. And the fact that Loic de Moor's still here as well. Goodness me. Oh, my God.
It's funny you say that because I've heard a rumour that Motherwell have offered him a pre-contract.
Regan Hendry.
Regan Hendry, yes. As well
Good
as
player.
Ayo Obalai.
Oh, interesting. That's the making of a decent wee partnership. And obviously Harry Cochrane as well is away. I saw that today. So yeah, I mean Hearts could certainly do a lot worse. Yeah.
Goodness me, Morton playing with a bit of a high press. Words that I never thought we'd say in the same sentence. Morton and high press. Robbie B, you know Obalai is not going to be staying for much longer at Queen of the South. Yeah, he would be a perfect replacement for Campbell because I don't see Campbell staying.
I think they're different players though. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, one's a box to box, one's a ball winning midfielder.
Aye, yeah, I'd say that's fair. I don't know, but I certainly would have taken Alan Campbell as well, but that's not going to happen. He's
hands off.
He's headed down south, isn't he? Probably.
Yeah. It's the only move that makes sense for me for Alan Campbell. Like if he
was it Hibs and Aberdeen linked, weren't they?
Oh my God! Aidan Nesbitt, I think it was. No, who's number 9 for Morton? I need to make.
It's no 1-0.
No, it's not. But the cross comes in. No, it's Muirhead attempts a scorpion kick.
Good Lord!
Yes, the ball comes in, and Nesbitt. No, not Nesbitt. Muirhead scorpion kick. The ball goes over the bar, thankfully. But that was nearly like one of the best goals I've ever seen.
Callum Butcher's away to Hearts. Interesting. Sorry, mate.
What do you guys think of this final score? It's going to be 1-0. Someone. You just know it. Just realised Adam looks like an original style game head with the tracksuit top and a bottle of Iron Brew.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, you don't.
I've just seen that they probably thinking I want to play with Navy Ambrose.
Just seen the coverage start there, Gogs, of FORFAR versus United, so that's been chucked on.
Feel for FORFAR tonight. United would have took about 3,000 up there, and that would have been a nice game to watch on the telly or in person. Adam, you've got a few stats ahead of tonight's game, don't you?
I do, yes. Obviously, doing research.
Before you start?
Yes.
Yes,
I think I will, actually.
I'll keep the chat going. Right. Go on. It's just been pish. Absolute pish. That was the most telegraphed through ball. Like I know no one is actually able to see it right now, but that was a wee chance that Campbell tried to play a threaded through pass that everyone in the ground could have seen coming. Just so frustrating. That's a good header. Oh my God. I don't know what is happening tonight. Like Motherwell, there's been a lack of concentration tonight. I don't know. Overweighting what I think's what I think. Like, I never really want to talk about this shit because like it's still happening, and I mean it's probably already been decided. I think Declan Gallagher's going to go to Aberdeen. I don't want to admit it happening, but it seems more and more likely by the day.
Oh dear, sorry about that.
Not a problem, mate. If you've got to go, you've got to go, mate.
But yeah, no. Going back to what you're saying, was having a little look. The first competitive match between these two since March 1987. FORFAR 0, Dundee United 2 at Station Park, and a quarter-final replay after a 2-each draw at Tannadice. So hopefully, I can see a repeat scoreline, to be fair. That's what I've got in my head, FORFAR 0, United 2. But yeah, we just need to wait and see. I'm actually encouraged by the United lineup, to be fair. Looks very attacking, very strong. So hopefully get a right few.
Interesting stuff. Motherwell stats of late says well improve immensely in the second half because we don't do first. We're a 45-minute team. Any clear chances? At the moment, I mean, Morton have had a couple of chances. They've been unlucky not to be ahead, I would say. I think Gallagher and Griffiths will go to the Dons. Yeah.
Could see that.
But I do have faith that there'll be goals in the second half because of the statistic of in the last 7 games since 2004, there have been 29 goals between the two sides whenever the two sides play. It's averaging like 4 goals a game.
So it's got 1-0 written all over it.
It does, doesn't it? It'll be the last minute of extra time as well. We'll be waiting forever.
Oh dear.
It's just been one of those games that it's like screaming out, "Oh, this is going to be over 2.5 goals," and it's like, no, not happening. It's just going to be disappointing. It goes to extra time then penalties. Robbie B says Dundee United 4-0. Clark hat-trick and a McNulty with the other. Is it still rumoured that Lee Griffiths is going to Aberdeen? I have no idea.
That seemed to be the case anyway. But I see quite a lot of Aberdeen fans wouldn't take him. I don't get that personally. Given the lack of goals, so exactly. So I don't know. It seems a bit of a weird one.
Mickey Mellon has assigned media duties to Stevie Frail, just like he's playing FM.
I've just seen him come on just there. What a man!
Hilarious. Go on, Chris Long. Oh, that's a free kick.
That is
yellow
such
card from Morton player as well.
That is such a classic FM move. Just can't be bothered with all the pressers.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I used to do it all the time.
Oh, I know, but then you end up wasting so much time on it as well, though.
I'm just like, I'll just get to the game.
You just get so engrossed in it.
Oh, I know. Right, get Devante Cole in this free kick. Get him to score this. Oh, you just know Stephen Lawless is just going to put this in the back of the net and fuck my bet. Aberdeen can't afford Gallagher and Griffiths. Griffiths on over 15k a week at Celtic would be. I think he'd take a wage cut of 10k. 10k is still a lot of money.
Take a 10k wage cut. So what? It'd go down to 5. It's not exactly bad money, is it?
Oh, that's things I would do for 5k right now.
Oh, what?
Oh, I misread that comment. I thought it just down to 10. What am I on about?
Oh, only 10, only 5. Yeah.
It's just money at the end of the day. Oh,
just though.
Connor. There's a wee corner routine there. Free kick was passed back to Barry Maguire. Barry Maguire flicks it up, and on the volley, it's deflected wide off the Morton wall. Connor's coming in. Go on. Devante Cole header here, please. That'd be nice. Did you do well at maths? Ah, fuck up, Joseph. Ooh. Oh, that was... Oh, my God. That... Go on. That was just an awful set piece. Like, we've been completely off the boil tonight.
What is Richard Foster's specs? He's looking like Harry Potter without the scar tonight on the BBC panel.
You can take mine.
Goodness gracious me.
Oh, my days. Right, not another short corner, please. Jacobs has been booked for some bizarre reason. Don't know why. It's another corner. What are we doing? What is the cameraman doing? The cameraman had just focused in on Keegan Jacobs for the whole of that set piece routine. Like, what the hell?
That does seem pretty random.
Chris, get Jonathan Sutherland back on. Bloody Richard Foster. Go on! Oh, blocked. Alistair Jack, I cannot post a link to the game unless you buy the Game Pass. Yes, I know, Matt. I'm watching with my own eyes. My eyes are starting to bleed watching this absolute pish.
We are pish. Oh, dear. Oh, I know the feeling all too well, lads. It's not great, is it?
But nevertheless, they would have said the same after drawing in the first game against Morton in the fourth round of the Scottish Cup in 1991, in which we went on to win the competition. So, there's hope for us yet.
See a couple Hearts-related questions in the chat. I'm quite pleased that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Superb. I've got absolutely no idea why Cochrane was allowed to leave. Perhaps just didn't impress on various loan spells at Dunfermline and Montrose. Personally, I'm quite disappointed, but that is what it is. I've got absolutely no doubt now that Hearts have let him go on a free that we'll get the compensation and he'll go on and have a stellar career. There's not a single doubt in my mind, and we'll be left to rue what once was, because he was a top young talent, obviously breaking through with the goal against Celtic. I don't know whether it's just a case of peak too soon, but I hope for his sake that it's not the case, for sure.
We've got a comment from Kevin Cash. Well, Gogsy, after almost 6 months in Afghanistan, finally coming home tomorrow. Thanks to you and the rest of the crew for keeping my spirits up while I was here. Thank you very much, Kevin. That's a great wholesome comment. I'm gonna take a screenshot and send to the chat. Show the rest of the lads. It's great to know that you're appreciated. Go to Vanny! Oh, he's been over the bar for 10 yards! Oh, he's offside anyway! Oh! Have you held this?
Yeah, that could have been it. I was going to say we've got to thank Kevin for serving, but I think this is see Gogsy's pain is much more noteworthy.
I'm so sorry.
That was such a great comment, such a serious, a serious moment, a wholesome moment.
It was a really wholesome moment. Oh, God.
Kevin, for what it's worth, you can tune into British Forces Broadcasting Service radio every Saturday afternoon, Saturday Sport Goal Predictor, and you'll find your boy on there churning out some stats for the Goal Predictor games. So if that's the only station that you get to listen to Saturday afternoon from 2, you can hear from me.
There we go, mate. There we go.
We plug. Why not?
Of course, mate. It's only right.
Love the Forces, so why not?
Good stuff. Any football teams watching, I am available in the summer. Effie Ambrose wants out of Livingston.
Effie, we're in need of a centre half or two. You fancy it?
Also, give clubs money, you tight ass. Goodness me, Chris Long's haircut is not flattering at all. We need Mr. Positivity
Oh.
to help you through this game. Yeah, absolutely.
Superb's got it in for me. I don't like it. That's harsh.
Goggsy will be going to Kazakhstan when the well win the. Oh, I hope not.
Kazakhstan.
I mean, that's fucking random, but I
see Borat and the boys.
Well, you know what happened last time Kazakhstan had a game against the Scottish team. Sods was a great lad. He gave me the time of day, and it wasn't just another media duty for him. Oh, that's a great. Go on. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh shit! Again. Devante Cole missing another chance. Oh, I need to have more of this.
Teams are just getting ready to emerge here, Goggsy, at Station Park.
Go on then.
I see that Denny's Mehmet looks to be in goal for United. They had Benji Siegrist down, but for Forfar, I'm assuming it's a back three. It looks to be Mark McCallum in goal, back three of Ross Meekin, BJ, Roberto Nditi. Midfield quintet, assuming of Scott Shepherd, Graham Holmes, Murray McIntosh, Gary Irvin, and Daniel Scally, with Stephen Doris and Jordan Allen, the tied third top scorer in this season's Scottish Cup, up front. Only 4 substitutes for the Loons tonight. So bottom of League One already, proven to be a tough season, and their task gets no easier, obviously, with Dundee United having won their last 2 Scottish Premiership fixtures by a 1-0, either side of progression over Partick Thistle in the last round, courtesy of that controversial last-minute Nicky Clark winner. But they line up as follows, with Denny's Mehmet now in goal, back 4 of Liam Smith, Ryan Edwards, Mark Reynolds, and Jamie Robson. It looks to be a midfield trio of Peter Pollock, Callum Butcher, and Adrian Sporla, with Mark McNulty, obviously the weekend match winner, Nicky Clark, and Lauren Shanklin, who grabbed both the goals against Thistle up front as the trio. So, yeah, should be a cracking tie. And I'm going to say that United probably nick it, maybe a goal in each half, sort of 2-0. That was the scoreline that I said earlier on. So we're going with that.
Fair play, mate. Fair play. I just need to make sure it's still 1 each in the. Oh, that's half time, by the way, at Far Park.
An absolute snooze fest.
Just give me strength, mate. Give me strength.
Can he beat it, mate?
It's the first time.
Fantastic. You can't beat it.
It's just absolutely awful. Devante Cole's trying to explain himself to Stephen O'Donnell, who's just having none of it.
Players just observing the minute silence for Prince Philip.
Oh, yeah.
It certainly seemed goals aplenty in these two sides' third round ties. Obviously, Forfar getting the better of Edinburgh City on penalties, 5-3 after a 2-2 draw. And like I mentioned, United creeping past the Jags by 2-1 with a last gasp Nicky Clark winner.
Adam, whatever you're watching on, you're a good minute behind me, says superb. I'm gonna.
Sounds about right. I'm watching on the laptop, so I've got tabs, got the stream on the left hand side, and obviously the game on the right. So
yeah, I'm gonna have it on for the next 10 or 11 minutes as well. Oh, that's Don Robertson.
Good grief.
2-1 St Mirren now.
Oh, delighted I didn't chuck on Inverness. Happy days. There was me mouthing off about how I fancy them to keep their run under Neil McCann going, so never mind.
That'll be a late goal. That'll be like last minute.
That's me just underway, so yeah, must be a considerable time behind. So gonna try avoid the chat at all costs.
Yeah, I think I'm a couple of seconds ahead of you, mate.
What are you on now?
20.
Aye, 23 now. Yeah, maybe exactly bang on.
I were back on, mate.
Happy
Superb.
days. Can he beat it?
And still games on afterwards. So what a night is this going to be?
What episode's on tonight? Down and out.
Down and out. 7-6.
What happens in that still game? I'm trying to think of that. Down and out.
It's one of the new series.
Because I know that one in, one out's when Tam and Francis have their baby, eh?
Aye, and Jack's on the stairway to heaven. Back up, you're looking at it.
Oh, tremendous. Jesus. Daniel Scally, can he be going off after a minute already? Just a wee nosebleed as it's in. Some good crack if Forfar took the lead here.
Oh, it would. Oh, yes. The
Terrible. Bloody hell. Free kick given in a good position here.
Yeah,
Nicky
Marcus
Clark,
Fraser.
not happy.
Marcus
What was that,
Fraser, the former Staggy man himself with the 89th minute goal.
Oof.
St Mirren.
Must be a corner, surely.
I mean.
Right back, big boy.
It might have just been a shot from outside the box.
Not far away.
Tell you what, I've only ever been to Station Park once.
I think Hearts have only ever played Forfar once there in my lifetime, and I would have been too wee to go. One of the boys that I got the football with was there. I think we scraped it last minute with a Kevin McHattie winner. What a time to be alive!
Oh, wow! I've played football with Kevin McHattie.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I used to play for a team called Glenrothes Colts, and when we had the summer sessions, he sometimes turned up with one of the old coaches and did a bit of extra training.
I forget you're a Fifer.
Dilute Fifer, mate.
How on earth do you support Motherwell?
That's my dad's fault.
Basically the same for me being a Jambo. We're brainwashed, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, both my parents supported Motherwell before they met each other.
Really?
Aye. As bizarre as it sounds.
That is bizarre.
And then, well, of course, my dad was my main influence for me being a Motherwell fan.
Of course.
And I've cursed it ever since. Harry Kane shot on target as evens tonight on Sky Bet. Aye, well, I've already.
What was it?
Yeah.
I'm lumping that. Oh, it's only tenner max stake, though, isn't it?
Tenner max stake, mate.
Still easy money, surely.
Yeah, surely. I saw the stat that he's had a shot on target in each of his last 13 games.
Oh, guaranteed he'll get hauled off after about 5 minutes tonight. Then that'll be a good laugh.
Joseph says, my dad supported Celtic and got relatives who played for Celtic as well. Why did he support Dundee United then? Before changing allegiance. Yeah, I'm planning on going back to uni. Superb. After the summer.
Are you taking a year out? I take it then, mate, just with COVID and whatever.
Actually, I wasn't planning on going back. Like, I was happy with just a bachelor's degree, but then I just decided, well, because I've not really got any opportunities this year because of COVID, just decided
You'd be as well just doing it or whatever. Aye,
yeah,
that's fair enough. And
I've spoken to like Lewis Irons and Craig Telfer and that who've all done the course that I wanted to do because they did it.
All right,
and they're like, oh well, it's a great course and I think you'd really enjoy it.
Decent.
So, might as well.
Aye, why not?
Chris, you can see the beer belly on one of those FORFAR players.
Oh my word, the big boy up front.
The big boy up top, is that Stephen Doris?
Number 9, yeah, it is. Gee whiz. He's the size of a small country, isn't he? Good lord.
Morton Echo, my opinion so far, Morton are unlucky not to be ahead. Motherwell haven't done anything. Really, like, I think we had that one moment where Morton keeper spilled the ball. But apart from that, it was just... I'm so uninspired by our performance. So uninspired. Morton have been good. Like, every Morton chance has stemmed from either a short pass back or a miscontrolled ball. It's not looking good for us at the moment. I hope Graham Alexander just goes and tears into them at half time. Seiko looks like he's ate somebody. Thing is about, right, I've got a story about Stephen Doris. Right, I was at a friendly a couple years back. I think it was 2016. Motherwell had 2 games on at the weekend. We were playing Albion Rovers on the Saturday. We beat them 3-1. I went
and
to
then
that.
a Sunday sort of double header.
Yeah, and then on the Sunday, I went to Arbroath versus Motherwell 11. Basically, the only player that had played on the Saturday that was in the squad on the Sunday was Kieran Kennedy, who then went on to play for AFC Fylde. So, of course, is nothing really special. And then it's 0-0 up until the last 5 minutes. Dick Campbell brings off Stephen Doris. And then 2 minutes later, he brings him back on as another substitute. And 2 minutes later, in the 90th minute, Stephen Doris goes and scores. What the hell's going on?
That's so random.
I know.
Oh, dear. Oh, that camera angle's doing my nutting whenever it comes down the left-hand side here. You just see some boy's fingers. Oh, dear.
It's so unflattering, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah, Morton aren't too bad aside. There's a lot of people underestimate them.
FORFAR seem to be giving it a go here. United yet to really get going.
I like to see that.
I know it's less than 10 minutes in, but even still, Premiership team against bottom of League One.
Come on. 2 minutes till the end of the half time. God. I'm not looking forward to this second half. I'd rather watch FORFAR than United. But for the sake of the £12 I've just spent.
Value for money. That's it. Thankfully, FORFAR United's on Council Telly, so we're all good.
It's still not worth the free entry.
No, I still feel ripped off.
David Youngs has echoed what you said earlier, Adam. Robbie Murray, all I can remember about his time at Hearts and double against Rangers.
That was basically it, wasn't it? Just died out after that. It was a very, very questionable signing at the time. And then obviously Robbie Nielsen took him to MK Dons as well. Then he had a spell at Dunfermline, and that didn't work out, and now he's at Morton. Probably another couple clubs in there in between, but yeah, a weird and wacky career, you could say.
Yeah, that's something to say in a podcast. I'm pretty sure in about 3 or 4 years' time you'll wash up and some former Hearts
like a pub quiz answer, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
100%. Don't know what the question would be, mind you, but
no, but it's something like it's like Which striker took 3 years to score a hat trick, which was his only three goals at a club?
Which striker was the better out of the duo partnering Connor Salmon up front?
Oh man, no!
I'm just thinking about it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Hearts. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. There's times where you feel lucky, and there's times where you don't. But I've seen some decent players, but I have seen barrel upon barrel load of shite. Really, I mean, good lord.
I've been pretty spoilt. I'll admit that this sort of like last 15 years or so, we've been fortunate. We've had some good teams. We've had several runs in. Oh my god!
Good lord, what's the keeper up to?
He's doing a
Oh dear! Oh no! Oh, I thought Nicky Clark was just going to launch that there.
It's a great ball as well. Oh,
it's a great ball from Liam Smith. Who's that into the back stick? 24 Shankland. Oh dear. Mark McCallum, fair play, because that was
brave.
That was. To be fair, the second touch is just about a tackle. I mean, dearie me. Can tell he's not an outfield player, but I honestly thought Nicky Clark seems like that type that he just shoot from that kind of range. Just try it.
Second touch is a tackle. His new name is Robbie Crawford. JG3, I think he means Ryan Jack by that. Who would I replace him with? First thing is, I think we've got Brian David Turnbull. 100%.
Oh, he's not that type of player, though, is he?
He's not, though. But the thing is, what we're going to have to do is change the squad around, because Ryan Jack was a sort of dog fighter.
Yeah, he was a sitter, a standard sitter, really, isn't he?
Yeah. The thing is, we were talking in the chat earlier. CJ was saying he's the type that he stops any tackle before it actually. He stops any attack from the opposition before it even happens. So to be missing that,
yeah, it's big. It is big.
We're just gonna have to change our formation. Maybe put in another midfielder, but I don't know what's going on in Steve Clark's mind at the moment.
What do you think for striker wise? Do you think he'll go with a 3 or what? I don't know. I get the impression that he'll go 4 and sort of see it as kind of 2 partnerships. But I really don't know.
I've no idea. But as long as David Turnbull's in the squad, that's I'll be happy.
Flying the flag, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. Mark O'Neill says Gogsy without a different view is nothing. Right. Just because Stevie's having time off doesn't mean you can lay into me. Think Premier League players get more preference? Well, if Oliver McBurney can get 16 caps without a goal, then I'm in the wrong career. Go on.
This might be an unpopular opinion amongst a load of folk. I genuinely don't think he's that bad. There has to have been something for Sheffield United to snap him up from Swansea for 20 mil.
Mate, I'm just saying, I count it myself as very talented to have the same amount of goals as Scotland's most expensive striker ever. So, I raise a drink to that.
Cheers.
At the end of the day, Ollie McBurney is a 20 million Premier League striker.
But he was prolific for Swansea. This is what I don't understand. How can the goals dry up all of a sudden? Is the kind of increase in level that significant? I mean, it must be to an extent, but
I will say this: it must be something like the Fernando Torres effect. Like, he was on fire for Liverpool, then he goes to Chelsea. He
was ridiculous. He was just unbelievable.
And then when he went to Chelsea, they didn't play the same sort of system around him because Liverpool played to his strengths. Whereas when he went to Chelsea,
Gerrard just off him as well. He sort of needed that support, didn't he, from a kind of a midfield runner or whatever.
I think he played more of as a lone striker at Chelsea, if my memory serves me correct. So he didn't have anyone to bounce off of.
It's not a bad shout. And back then as well. Sorry, mate. I was going to say back then as well. 50 mil, a lot of money.
Ah, it was. Now it's just pennies.
Yeah, and back then he sort of, I don't want to say that he lived with the price tag as such, but it's bound to have an effect, mentally as well as obviously then what transpired on the pitch.
Mm-hmm. Chris Long's just had a shot saved there by the keeper. He got onto his left foot and he just sort of drilled it down the throat of the goalkeeper.
Not a single doubt in my mind that Chris Long will get the first goal, just to ruin your bet.
Yeah, as long as we're into the next round, that's all I care about.
That's all that matters, mate. Exactly. You're in the hat.
Just saying, Hibs v Motherwell usually gets me some good views, so.
Oh well, kick on.
But I prefer Sunrar.
Of course you would. Goes without saying.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There's something actually talking about Hibs Motherwell. What was that 6 each like as a fan of the team that came from 6-2 down, was it?
Because I live in Fife, I wasn't at the game because it was a school night.
But you still remember it. I mean, that is one of the kind of the classic Scottish, SPL as it was back then.
It's the best game of all time, mate. It's hands down the best game of all time. I'll tell you a wee story about that night in my house. Right, we had a Hibs fan over watching the game with us.
Oh my god!
And he was sitting all comfortable and cushy.
Smug. Aye.
Pretty smug. He was being respectful about it. And then he got to 6. When it got to 6-4, then 6-5, he was like, "Oh no, we've bottled this. We've absolutely bottled it." And when we got that penalty before Ross Forbes has his penalty saved by Graham Smith, we're like, "This is it. We've actually done it. We've actually completed the comeback of comebacks." And then Graham Smith saves the penalty. And we're like, that's a goal.
That's that. Aye, that's that.
And then bish bash bosh, Sutton with a clearance and Jutkiewicz.
I was about to say it was the Jutkiewicz screamer that was the equaliser, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jutkiewicz.
Unbelievable finish.
The most unbelievable goal I've ever seen.
It was an absolute worldie.
Aye.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was just like my dad and I think we made marks in the carpet, and I think it's still there from us just jumping up and down. It's still there to this day.
When would that have been? What year would that have been? That's a good while back. Aye, jeez.
2010 and 11.
Sounds about right. Colin Nish and Derek Riordan up front, I think, for Hibs, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mark O'Neill, I was not at that game, and it was actually John Sutton with 2, Billy Mehmet with a goal as well, because I spoke to Billy Mehmet about that game. I was actually at another game that day. I was at East Fife against Queen's Park. That season was the season that Queen's Park got promoted from League 2 by the playoffs. And that was an unbelievable Queen's Park side. That year, because my granddad's a Queen's Park fan, so we were at that.
A spider, I like it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
John Sutton, good grief. Absolutely prolific for Motherwell, and shock as soon as he pulls on that maroon shirt, all the goals dry up. Absolutely no surprise.
I felt sorry for him. Like, he scored twice for Hearts against Aberdeen, and then he was dropped the next game.
Do you know what? I've certainly seen worse than John Sutton. Like, that's some sort of consolation.
Definitely. You have had some shockers in your time.
Oh, particularly up front. Good grief.
Go on. What a ball? Oh, Devante Cole again. What the hell, man?
This has been pretty drab so far, I've got to be honest. Not really any major chances since that sort of mad rush from Mark McCallum. So still 0-0. But United certainly grown into the game and probably shading it as a result.
Mark O'Neill says that was my first Motherwell game with wheels. Quite right. Forgot about Billy Mehmet. We've actually met a few times when you were younger at games with Stevie. If I see your face, I'll probably recognise you, but I don't know Mark O'Neill. Sorry, mate. I'm really bad with names.
That is really funny, isn't it? How you sort of you go to the football and you notice kind of the band of regulars that you're sort of next to, or certain folk on away days, and you're like they come like everywhere with Hearts. In my case, so yeah, every chance.
Goggsy, were you at the 1952 Scottish Cup final? If so, what memories do you have of it? I don't. Well, in spirit, I was. My granddad was at the game.
I thought you remembered it like it was yesterday, mate.
Oh, no, absolutely. We beat Dundee 4-0. It was absolutely smashing. Thing is, my granddad was playing for Linlithgow Rose, I'm pretty sure. And he had a cup final that day. And they asked to have the game played in the morning, in which they won 6-3. And they went on to watch the game at Hampden in the afternoon. And Motherwell won 4-0. And everyone was pleased.
What a day.
What a day. Remember it as if it was yesterday, I would say. Well, David Vanacek, the goal machine, is one of the best, though.
Good grief. I can still remember being at that game where Craig Levine hauled him off and basically hogged his sort of BBC post-match interview, slating David Vanacek. But I don't know whether it was his fault. I mean, he turned up unfit, a good few stone overweight, but the fans built him up as though he was the next Rudy Scatchell, sort of coming over from the Czech Republic. And Hearts fans always do that. That's one bugbear I've got, in that we've been missing a kind of a 20-goal-a-season striker, somebody to sort of hang our hat on. And as soon as we get one, somebody starts impressively, we sort of instantly chuck all our eggs in that basket, hoping that they'll be the next John Robertson. It's like, rein it in. You know, if there's one thing that I've learned in my time supporting Hearts, it's that you don't judge players that look good in maroon initially until a good sort of, I'd say maybe 10 games minimum.
The thing is with the Hearts is you always seem to sign players that are so left field, like you've never heard of, that you would never expect in a million years to sign. Like, obviously Vanacek's a prime example. Like, obviously he's built him up to be the next big hitman, but honestly, like, I'd never heard of him.
No, neither had I, till all the fans are sort of, you know, it's that classic thing where you see that something's agreed and kind of you're tracking the progress. And I'd see loads of quote tweets all the time, like, oh my God, he scored again. This guy's going to be amazing. It's like, no, just calm your beans. We'll wait and see. Laura Shanklin's just missed a good chance there. Sorry, Gogs, I just saw the replay there. Probably should score, but a decent save from McCallum. And United have got a corner. Work it to Sporla. Decent delivery, but the loon's clear. What were you going to say there, mate? Sorry.
Did you rate Machino at all?
Felt for wee Machino. I did quite like Machino, but he's never a Hearts player in a million years for me. I think particularly up front, because he's not sort of hustle and bustle. He's not that sort of big lump that I've become accustomed to seeing, and my dad's even become accustomed to seeing. It's sort of been our style for as long as I can recall. So probably too technically good for us, and you know, physically not up to scratch because he was wee and dainty. But I did like wee Machino, I've got to be honest. And last I saw, I think he was in Portugal with Rio Ave on loan from City and got off to a decent start anyway. I haven't been following his progress since. So
go on, Dev. Big Dev. Shite. Thing is, with Machino, I thought he was far too dainty for the Scottish game. You know how you have to have a lot of upper body strength. But he didn't. He was a bit. I don't want to put myself in the same bracket as Machino, but he seemed to be the same type of player. Like I was the type of player that would be brought on for the last 20 minutes or so to run down the clock, or just because we're 16-0 down, I'll just run the game for a wee bit.
Tired legs, I like it. Tired legs, mate.
I had that.
Harrier.
Yeah, I was the wee Jack Russell that just came on and just did shit for about 20 minutes, and then I'd go off again.
Blowing out your arse after 15.
Oh, mate, that was me throughout uni. Like, I spent too much money on the drink. Don't do this at home, kids.
It's like Paul Merson's autobiography was titled "How Not to Be a Professional Footballer."
Oh, that was pretty much me, but at university level. I was not even Sunday League standard.
How not to be a university part-time athlete.
No, I was more how to be. Drinking on the Wednesday. When was your first Hearts match? That's a question.
December 2002. I went 4 years old. Yeah, been brainwashed ever since. A 2-1 win over Livingston, courtesy of an Andy Kirk brace. So Andy Kirk and Mark De Vries up front. Halcyon days. Halcyon days indeed. But yeah, talking about Vanacek earlier on, it's funny that we mentioned that because I got a little piece in the Hearts programme that night. Sort of the commentator for Hearts TV, Laurie Dunsire, who's become a decent friend of mine, he basically asks fans to sort of contribute for this HMFC, the team for me. Oh, dearie me, Forfar just missed a sitter there. Jordan Allen, the man in form. But yeah, so I did an HMFC, the team for me, and basically talked through my kind of journey supporting Hearts. And yeah, he managed to retrieve a picture of Andy Kirk from that day, I think, in the article. So yeah, December 02, what a time to be alive.
Oliver Whiting said my granddad Jimmy attended that. I'm assuming that's this 1952 Cup final.
Be amazed if he was at Hearts Livy.
Got that hospitality sorted for next season. Gog said, cheers, Robbie Nelson. Robbie Nelson works in St Mirren Hospitality. That would be very, very nice.
There was me thinking you were talking to our current gaffer, just missing a letter there.
Kevin Cash, did I see your last comment? I'll have to scroll back up. Thank God I'm not in the US Army. They are doing a 15-month deployment here in Afghanistan. I could not go through that.
Jeez, oh.
1952. How's the game been? Well, because we've just done our usual and just reverted back to just talking absolute
nonsense.
Oh, go on. Wait a minute. Go on. Oh, why have you done a Ronaldo chop there? Oh. How's the game been? Well, my reaction there just sums it up. It's been absolutely abysmal. Like, Motherwell don't look like scoring, I'll be honest.
Forfar have just won a corner following some good work from Scott Shepherd, who I saw at Edinburgh City, actually, a season or two ago. And young Jamie Robson's had to concede a corner for United here. So perhaps the hosts are creeping back into it. Certainly there was a period where United, it seemed as though it was only a matter of time before they were going to score, but now the Loons have a set piece of their own.
Big Steve McGarry done that for me. David Young says mid-80s for me, Adam. Is that Halcyon or is it meant to be Halcyon days?
Halcyon.
Of Robbo, Calhoun, Mackay, Kid, Berry, etc.
And obviously, yeah. Well, let's not talk about 86 because the old man will kill me. But yeah, just that does seem like a very solid Hearts team. I was actually in a call with John Cahoon recently. I'm working with Big Hearts, the official charity of Hearts, and we've got this initiative called Talk the Toon, where basically we offer kind of fans the chance to have a chat as though they would sort of in the pubs before the football. Obviously missing going to Tynecastle and whatever. And John Cahoon was on and he was talking about kind of his playing days, and the range of conversation was mad. We ended up talking about sort of Argentinian football because he spent some time over there, and we were chatting about sort of Boca Juniors and River Plate and La Bombonera and all that sort of stuff. But it was a total top man, really, really nice guy, John Cahoon. And yeah, one of my dad's favourites for sure. In that, what was a bit of a rocky period, we might say, for the club, but obviously then 86, I mean, losing the league on the last day and then the cup final all of a week later, I mean, that's a level of devastation I don't think I could cope with. Definitely not.
That's the thing, though. The funny thing is, Scotland has a lot of influence in Argentina in terms of football.
I don't know. I mean, he was working as an agent for a while, so I can't see that he's got a couple contacts over there. But it was, I don't even. I genuinely, thinking back to that night, I don't know how we got into talking about Argentinian football, but just the way it transpired. You know what it's like. I mean, we are meant to be covering games, and instead we're talking about sort of my heart supporting days, your Motherwell supporting days. So,
did you know who won the first ever Primera Division in Argentina? It was
Independiente. Don't know.
It was a team that was named St Andrews.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Good knowledge, mate. I'm impressed.
Oh, mate, if I was doing a football pub quiz, like,
you'd be on fire.
Their team, like, I've actually got the Independiente away kit that's got the saltire on it.
Oh, nice. All we need is sort of a question about Motherwell and the Copa del Rey as well. We'd be on fire.
You know it, mate. You know it. I was there as well. Doing a wee vlog.
I haven't seen a Scottish Cup triumph, but saw them win the Copa del Rey.
Aye, all these Rangers fans claiming, "Oh, we won 55," and I'm like, "But have you won a Copa del Rey?" That's the question.
There we are, the two non-Old Firm teams to have qualified for the Champions League, but Hearts can't boast a Copa del Rey to their name, so Motherwell take the crown on that occasion.
Oh yes.
Who was Motherwell's sort of Champions League qualifying? Who did you come up against? Panathinaikos, was it?
Yeah, Panathinaikos. It was. We got beat 2-0 at home, and then we lost 3-0 away.
These Greek teams, man. We got knocked out by AEK Athens, and I remember leaving Murrayfield, absolutely grating my eyes out. It must have been about 8 or 9, and just knew the devastation. That was it.
Oh my! That's
heartbreaking.
That's another shot over the bar from Devante Cole.
So the Greeks have ruined everything for the Scottish sides in Champions League qualification.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that AEK Athens have knocked out Celtic recently.
Yeah, was another season before last?
It might have been. Oh, that wasn't even over the bar. That was about 10 feet wide.
Oh no, was it last season? Maybe it'll be last season because Ferencváros was this season, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ferencváros was this season.
Yeah, I think it was last.
Goodness. And oh yeah, AEK Athens also beat Dundee United a couple of years ago as well, in 2011. I've
never been able to sort of. I mean, I know it's sort of cliche to have kind of a team from each country and whatever, but AEK Athens, man, it's always been Olympiacos for me. because my manager at work is Greek and esports Olympiacos. But
there's another
screw AK Athens bastards.
There was another wee interchange there between Cole and Chris Long, and Chris Long had a shot from 25 yards and went well wide. No, I've not been to an away game in Europe, which is why I'm absolutely fuming. COVID happened because I'd have been away in Coleraine, and then I've gone to Israel to see us play Hapoel Beersheva, because that would have been something else.
An experience, yeah, 100%.
I mean, people boast about going to the Magaluf Strip or whatever, but I got to the Gaza Strip. That's even more far out there.
Good grief.
Oh, yeah. Adam spoke earlier about Barca Cara.
Deary me, that was horrendous. I'd quite like to go on to Tallinn in the previous round. I think we played
Infinite.
Infinite, aye.
Yeah. Oh, did you know they've merged with Levadia Tallinn?
Is that right?
Yeah.
I went to the home game, and they, no joke, had literally 2 fans over, and they scored an absolute worldie, I think, to take the lead at Tiny, maybe, or certainly scored a worldie within the tie at Tynecastle, and it was absolutely hilarious seeing these 2 boys on their feet, just like hugging one another, just giving it all like that. It was just one of the most surreal sights I think I've ever seen at a football game.
Oh, brilliant!
But fair play to them for making the trip over.
Tommy Gunn says, I must be the oldest in here. Any questions, kids? All right, okay. Yeah, I mind MIPA 47. That was a travesty in itself. I blame my dad blames Alex McLeish for that. We beat him 2-0 away, and we did hardly any research on them for the home game. And,
as you would, right enough.
Yeah, and MIPA 47 at the time had a centre half called Sammy Hippier.
Bloody hell! I take it they are a Finnish outfit. I've never even heard of them. Mate.
They're in the second tier now. I think the I can't remember the name of the league, but it's the one below the Vikasliga.
Your guess is as good as mine, mate.
And we lost 3-1 at home, and we went out on away goals.
Jesus. And Sammy Hippier played that night. That's funny you talked about that, because we had a chat on Talk of the Toon about it. Sort of the best kind of opposition players that you've seen. And I said that probably the best opposition player that I've seen score against Hearts in a competitive game was probably Luis Suarez. And then Gareth Bale popped up in conversation. Ronaldinho tore us to shreds in a friendly without bothering his arse. So, see, even then, in that kind of, I don't want to get too deep here, but in the brief kind of period that I've had being alive following Hearts, I've seen some worldies or worldly players come up against us, 100%. Despite how crap we are now.
I've seen the likes of Jibril Cisse played for Kuban Krasnodar when we got beat by them 2-0 at home.
Jibril Cisse, man. Christ. He was a screwball, wasn't he?
Oh, he was. Another player, Theofficialgog, the Greek.
Oh, he was a baller back in the day. Was that the striker of the attacking mid?
Yeah, he played for Levante when we played against him.
Jeez.
I mean, I've never really thought about players I've seen play against Motherwell, because I always just think about players that have played for Motherwell.
What was I going to say? Even sort of the 2 that popped up kind of as young strikers as they were back then, sort of relatively unknowns, was Edin Dzeko. I think he scored probably against us for Željezničar, the Bosnian side, and Mario Mandzukic scored against us for Dinamo Zagreb as well. So that's another 2 off the top of my head. But yeah, certainly.
Zagreb, I mind you, was it 4-0 defeat away, 2-0 win at home?
4-0, that's right. Yeah, I think 4-0 away. Was it 2-0 at home? Yeah, 2-0 at home, I think. 2 or 3, certainly. Because I think we got off to a decent start and maybe got too excited and it sort of fizzled out. But the damage was done, obviously, in that first leg.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love these type of conversations because it is Raj. I think
it does go everywhere, doesn't it?
It does, and sort of. I think there's a kind of naivety. I don't want to say that there is from Old Firm fans, but looking at it, they might just be like, "Well, you don't support either of us," so sort of it's a case of like, "What have you seen when it comes to European competition?" But I mean, it's something at least. It's sort of noteworthy, even if you obviously. As we can both testify, even if you don't sort of progress, it's funny these little sort of gimmicks that arrive from these kind of ties. It's weird.
Yeah, I absolutely. As I always say now, like we support football just to go and chase a certain moment every season. Like sometimes we're just delighted to have maybe 5 or 6 really good games a season where you're like, I'll remember this for a good time. For a good length of time. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we don't win a trophy, but as long as your team doesn't get relegated, sometimes that's half the battle.
Thanks for that, mate.
As sad as it sounds. The monk says, Gogsy, I heard a thing the other day regarding Liam Kelly and Dundee United. QPR been watching Lawrence Shankland from last season. Siegrist 100% away. So there's a potential for Liam Kelly to go to Dundee United. Is that what you're saying, Liam? The monk?
All right. Liam Kelly is sort of part of the deal for Shankland, I take it. I was amazed that Siegrist didn't move to Celtic in January. I thought that was an absolute nap, but it seemed to sort of not really come to fruition. And as for QPR and for Shankland, Dykes and Shankland up front would be quite something, obviously, club level, and then, I don't know, maybe potentially take it onto the international scene. So that's an interesting destination. I don't know. I was always convinced that Shankland would end up at either of the Old Firm, to be honest. Just seems that type. I don't know.
Harry Kane's got a shot on target in the first 15 minutes. There you go.
Sweet. Easiest tenner we'll ever earn. He was another one. Harry Kane obviously missed a pen in the Europa League. I talked about that game where Bale scored. He was a young striker and started for Spurs. Obviously, the job was done, given they battered us 5-0 at Tiny. And Jamie McDonald saved his penalty at White Hart Lane. So that was quite something. Decent career since then, you could say.
Fuck.
Still 0-0.
Still 0-0, mate. People are commenting, go fuck off. Don't spoil it. Like, people are getting banned if they say there's been a goal, because there's obviously not been a goal from where I'm watching it. So I don't believe that there's been a goal yet. It was 2008. Rangers lost to Zenit in the UEFA Cup. What is this, man? Honestly.
Peter Pollock just tried to feed it through to McNulty there, but it's cut out. United not been great. Carved out a couple noteworthy chances, but overall, pretty lackluster still.
See that season you played Spurs?
Yes.
I think I remember a stat that was said that Hearts was only one of 2 teams that kept a clean sheet at White Hart Lane that season.
Yeah, I heard that as well. I think it was maybe another Hearts podcast I heard that on. Yeah.
I think it was Man United.
I mean, it's not bad, is it? Not a bad duo, but to be fair, I mean, it was the Spurs kids. I'd be very intrigued to see the lineup again that night. But Harry Kane, yeah, that's probably the standout in that 11. Yeah.
But I take it you were at Anfield for the Liverpool game.
No, it's my biggest regret, mate.
Oh,
I was at the home leg, but one of my pals went down to Anfield for it. I was still, I mean, I was young, but certainly I don't know. I don't know whether it was just a case of we couldn't afford it, or I don't know. I can't really remember, but that I obviously remember watching it. And when David Templeton scored, that was just unbelievable. I've not seen my dad celebrate a goal like that probably either before or since, really. Just with how it had gone, how we'd managed to sort of stick in the game and the tie for as long as we did, and then obviously I mentioned Suarez later on. It was as though Liverpool were just playing in first gear, and they just brought the big boys on, and that was that.
Who's the biggest UK club we've played against? For Motherwell, we've played Everton in Stevie Hamill's testimonial. We drew one each. Nicky Law scored for us. We beat Manchester United 1-0 in a friendly. I'd say that's probably the biggest. Giles Coke after 55 minutes. I think it was into Lindegaard. It was during an international break, though, so the likes of Rooney and that weren't.
Was Fergie there?
I don't know if Fergie was there, but it was mainly probably the third team. But it was like the Fabio and Raphael brothers were there.
Oh my word!
I'm pretty sure it was Lindegaard that was in goals. Oh, see, you know one name that you might be surprised at that I've seen play against Motherwell. Right, when Motherwell played Odense in the Europa League, guess who was in goals for Odense?
Odense, what are they? Are they Norwegian?
Danish.
Danish. Not Kasper Schmeichel.
They had Roy Carroll.
Bloody hell.
Carroll was in goals.
He's had a roller coaster career as well.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Kelly, is he not still playing? I feel like he's still at Linfield or something, is he not?
I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea. Loving your knowledge and passion. That's the thing. Like when you don't have many hobbies when you're growing up and football's your main passion, like you'll do anything to just learn as much as you can about it.
He's at Dungannon Swifts now. Roy Carroll at 43 years of age. He's 44 in September.
They're playing tonight. I'm pretty sure they're playing. I can't remember who, because I was looking through like coupons and they're playing in the Northern Irish Premiership.
Jesus, that's worrying, mate. If you're stooping down to those leagues.
Sometimes I do it because it's good games to go on. Because like when Glentoran are playing one of the teams that are below like fourth, they're usually stick-ons to win, and they're usually at good odds.
Fair enough. That's a good wee tip there. A tipster. Yeah. At Goggsy Tipster on Twitter. Say half-time at Station Park, 0-0. Pretty dull on the whole, got to be honest.
Oh my God.
United had the better chances, but unable to find a breakthrough against the bottom side in League One as of yet.
I can't believe we're 10 minutes away from full time and it's still 0-0. I'm really worried. Oh, he's bringing on Jake Hasty as well. I don't know what's. Barry Maguire's come off for Jake Hasty.
Interesting change.
I'm so glad I've had you on here for my company, Adam, because I'd be sitting here in silence otherwise. Oh, he's on fire! Oh, no! Oh, he's offside anyway.
Fuck. Not at all, mate. I'm delighted to be on anytime.
Yes, this goes to extra time, unfortunately.
Oft.
Yeah, Rangers apparently are playing Arsenal in a friendly.
I saw that.
I thought it was just part of the solidarity between Glenn Kamara, because Glenn Kamara started off at Arsenal.
Listen, there's every chance that's the link, given it's what Slavia's Slavia's last 2 Europa League opponents. So
yeah, the Slavia derby.
I think we've played both Prague teams, or is there 3?
I mean, you played Sparta.
Slavia and Sparta. I think we've come up against both of them. I'm convinced there's a third, but they don't have Prague within the name. What are they called again?
Was it Bohemians?
Maybe.
Because there's Bohemians Prague as well. Like Prague is
yes. And Dukla's another one. Dukla Prague, Bohemians, Sparta and Slavia.
Dukla Prague's the team that played in Claret and Amber. I know that. For obvious
Of course.
reasons.
Yeah.
No, don't like this. That's over the bar. Yes, Callum, I completely agree. Yeah, Celtic got beat. I think it was like 5-3 in a friendly by Dukla Prague. Because Prague as a city has about 6 teams in the top 2 divisions of the Czech League.
Crazy, eh?
And they've got about 15 teams in general within like the top 4 flights.
15 teams in one city.
I heard a stat like that. It's something absolutely bizarre. It's like it's like
I thought there was like 3 or 4.
I know. It's like you've got Istanbul in Turkey that has like 6 teams in the Turk League.
I was going to say, because there's Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and Besiktas. Are they not 3? Are they not all Istanbul?
You've got Istanbul
here.
Here, and Kasımpaşa as well.
Didn't know
that. Dukla Prague, we know a song about that. Who's been the better team in the Motherwell game? You know, no shame in saying it. I think Morton's been the better team here. Like Motherwell have been sitting on most of the ball, but we've not done anything with it, and we're just putting the ball up in the air.
That's quite encouraging, actually. I know that sounds daft from a Hearts perspective, but given we were held by Morton at home somewhat recently, it's good to see that another Premiership team aren't having such an easy ride.
Did you just say another Premiership team?
Well, you know what I mean.
He's still in the Championship for a couple of months yet.
Couple of weeks. Technically speaking, we've got 4.5 hours to go.
True. How many teams does Glasgow have? Well, you've got obviously Celtic, Rangers,
Thistle,
Partick Thistle. That's 4. Used to be Clyde, but Clyde are now at. I don't know what to call it. Well, Croy's the nearest train station, but.
I'll see what they say. Clyde FC, Cumbernauld, North Lanarkshire. That's where they're based, allegedly. But
the thing is, I've never actually been to Cumbernauld to get to Clyde.
So there you go.
I'm just going to say Croy.
I think Albion Rovers. Do they count?
Albion Rovers play. No, they're in Coatbridge, mate.
My knowledge of the West is very poor.
It's a different postcode altogether.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
different side of the country, different culture. I'm a rookie in comparison.
Oh yeah. Well, see when I went to Albion Rovers in 2016 to see Motherwell play, I walked past an abandoned building that still had Woolworths.
Good Lord. Jesus.
So it's like going back 10 years.
Woolworths. Christ, that's a blast from the past.
Croy is a train station, not a place. Well,
you knew what he meant. Give off. Grow up.
Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. Yeah. No, it wasn't Motherwell Celtic that Thogden was at. It was Motherwell Aberdeen. It was away days that came up to Motherwell Celtic game, and I got his tickets. Harry Stone, that's the boy that's on loan from Hearts, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Meant to be the next big thing.
Did you go in and steal the sweeties? Nah. Nah, I always travelled with sweets anyway. Like I always had strawberry bonbons with me. Yeah.
Robbie B, I did not go to Balmoor when Hearts got beat. I remember that. I think I was... Would I have been away on holiday, I think? Because I remember I was in... That was under Cathro in the Betfred Cup. I can remember being in Zante when Dunfermline did us on penalties, but we were already out given the full-time score. That wasn't enough, so it was a meaningless penalty shootout. But
I mind that because that was the most pointless penalty shootout in history.
Yeah, and I remember just that was one of the worst days of the holiday anyway, because Zante, there was a Scottish bar that we went into the night before. We got served this evil concoction called a Braveheart, which was literally it was like a pint glass. It looked like a Blue Wicked, but Christ knows what was in there. They didn't tell you. I have never been as rough in my life. I literally spent the next day sort of getting updates from the Hearts game and spending 12 hours, me and my mate, taking it in turns to go and spew in the bathroom. So that was the worst day of the holiday by a mile. And even then I knew that Cathro was done, 100%.
Have you ever had a Hellfire shot?
No, what is that?
I'll see if I can Google it. Because when I was in Sunny Beach...
A Hellfire shot?
Yeah, one of the local... one of the local bars, the Aglica, we went to... this isn't even it. It was like Sambuca, Tabasco sauce.
Oh, I don't mind Sambuca, but I can't say I've ever tried it with Tabasco.
No, it's... I don't even have the list. I'll see if my mate Jamie can send me the ingredients, but it's definitely not something for the faint-hearted.
Doesn't sound like it. I quite like a Sambuca, but like I say, no. I've never tried with Tabasco or Christ knows what else.
Like I could never have a Sambuca, like, and it is my weakness because like Fraz, like whenever we have like a night out, Fraz will try and slip me a Sambuca. I'm like, nah, take that so far back.
It's tequila for me. Oh.
See, I can do tequila.
Making my stomach churn even thinking about it. Oh, yikes.
I can do tequila, but not Sambuca. See, you get a lot of people that can do one and not the other.
I'm the polar opposite from you, mate. Sambuca I'll take all day, but tequila, no.
No, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, it looks like extra time for Motherwell against Morton. We don't actually look interested.
Morton are taking this cup run to a new level of boring, considering the last game was that mad Scottish Cup stream, and I think it was Dunfermline that they scraped past on pens after a 0-0 draw, wasn't it? So,
and then they played East Fife and beat them 2-1 in extra time.
That's right. I had East Fife on the coupon that day. I was quite unlucky. I had Brora Rangers, who I think took the lead against Stranraer. Yeah, Fraserburgh, who took the lead against Montrose before eventually getting knocked out. I know. Fraserburgh against, who was it? Who did Fraserburgh beat in the last night? No, who did Fraser get beat by? I know they. Yeah, because Montrose eventually beat them. Aye, yeah, that is right. That is right. And Brora against Stranraer. It was a wee treble, and obviously it was looking great at one stage, and I was getting something like 28-1, but then it all fell flat in its arse. So never mind.
JG3, I will say this as someone who used to not drink. I think when you don't drink, you think every drink is rank, but then you'll start appreciating some alcohol if you try it.
Well said, that man.
I think it's going to be full time. Yeah, that's full time. 0-0.
The players are just emerging for the second half here. Tell you what, it's not been a great start to the Scottish Cup weekend, has it?
It's been an awful start, man.
Bar St Mirren Inverness.
Yeah.
Very, very poor.
Yeah, extra time it is. I won't try it. Religious reasons. That's fair enough. I'm not going to take the piss out of someone that doesn't drink. Adam, are you a craft beer type of guy?
Oh no, Christ no. No, what are we talking, like Brewdog and all that? No.
IPAs and that.
Nah. Standard lager man, me, mate.
I don't even drink beer. Like
no,
beer.
What are you, a cider man?
I'm a cider drinker.
Fair enough.
Or fruit shoots, depending on whatever you want.
Lager or Iron Brew. It's like Iron Brew or Tenants.
No, but like, I've got too sweet a tooth.
It's understandable.
I'll probably grow up and in about 5 years or so, I'll probably develop a beer belly, but honestly,
it'll be a cider stomach instead.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Over lockdown, it has developed quite profusely. Wait, I'm just gonna have a wee look at Twitter, see what people have been saying about tonight's game. But this has just been absolutely awful.
Complaint after complaint, no doubt.
Oh, aye. It'll be the entitledness. People say, oh, because it's a team below us in the league.
Or a division below you mean?
Yeah, even worse, a division below.
Still, I mean, it's not as embarrassing as United being held here yet. But watch them score within about the first quarter hour of the second half. Now that I've said that, Station Park does look a cracking wee ground, I've got to say. Nice little skyline at the back of the stand as well there.
Oh, it's good. Someone just tweeted, was really panicking that we'd win the cup when fans can't be there, starting to breathe a bit easier. Well,
at least they've taken it well.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather see us not win in a pandemic in which Motherwell don't win, because, I mean, imagine if it's another 30 years that we win the cup after potentially winning the cup this year. It'd be fucking even worse.
See, I was sort of the mindset back in December where I wouldn't have been that bothered had Hearts won it. All goes out the window, mate. It's a lot of shit. We were within a couple penalty kicks from winning it, and I know for a fact that I'd have been crying my eyes out with joy had we done the deed. But ultimately, it's I totally understand it though, because I mean, that would have been your first major trophy supporting Motherwell, or it could be, and to not be there, that is just shit, isn't it?
Mate, as like I think I've almost worn this desk chair out this season, just because this is where I watch my football.
We've got to be it's what we've become accustomed to, I suppose.
JG3 says random, but I would like for Park to have digital advertising boards pitch side. We have that when there's actual televised matches on, but we don't bother when it's just a regular fixture.
I'm not just saying this because I'm on your channel, but I'm going to be chuffed that we'll get back to Fir Park hopefully next season. So you miss these types of grounds.
Aye.
I miss Fir Park. I miss Easter Road like you wouldn't believe. Absolutely love Easter
Really?
Road. Oh, it's just the best.
Is it just for the pizza and chips? Is that it?
No, I don't have any scran. I can't stomach a single thing when I'm there. Sheer nerves. But the feeling of elation when we score, and particularly if it then leads on to a win, is like nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love it.
All right, Martin. Sorry to hear about your team's result tonight. He's an Inverness fan. Are you sure you really miss Easter Road? I thought you'd enjoy time at the Indodrill. It's one of the most picturesque grounds in Scottish football.
Do you know what? It's funny. The sort of consolation that I thought of last season was that we'd get the chance to sort of tick a couple off. That's obviously not been the case. I was looking forward to getting to Somerset, Capello, other grounds that I've just not been to. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I was really looking forward to East End because I've got a couple obviously mates that support Dunfermline, and that was a great day out. But hey ho.
Aye, I've only got 2 grounds left to tick off.
Out of the entire 42?
Out of the entire 42.
Wow.
Cove Rangers and Ayr United.
So you've not been to Somerset?
I've not been to Somerset.
That's a surprise. I'd have thought that it would have been like Cove Rangers. I can understand. We played there the League Cup. Was it under Levine season before last? Is that right? And yeah, I thought that Ainsley Park would have been one. When were you at Ainsley Park?
It was when we had the 2017 Betfred Cup run. We had Edinburgh City in our group.
Oh, did you?
We were playing away. We went 1-0 down with about 15 minutes to go. And Elliot Freer and Chris Cadden came on and both scored.
Saved the day
in the last 10-15 minutes.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Lewis McGonigal is a Dundee United fan. I know is asked how are Dundee United playing?
They're dominating, mate. But again, it's just a case of not sort of taking their I don't want to say chances as such because there's not really been that much that's been clear cut. Lauren Shanklin maybe should have scored. Nicky Clark had the potential to obviously lob the keeper as we saw in the first half with that moment of madness. But again, it's United have shaded it, but just haven't created a sort of major chance and ultimately are struggling as a result.
Dearie me. JG3 says he's been to Elgin. It's not. Borough Briggs is a decent ground.
What a journey that is. Mate,
you'll be even more impressed about the journey I made to it. Because it was during pre-season. There was a Gary Twigg testimonial. They were playing.
Is that the boy that played for Shamrock Rovers?
No, it wasn't Gary Twigg. The guy was nicknamed Twiggy, I think. I can't remember what his actual name was. It can't have been Gary Twigg because he was at Airdrie as well. But what I did was the Tuesday night, Motherwell were playing in Barrow and Furness in England. We were playing AFC Barrow in a friendly. It was a 6:30 kickoff. So I travelled down with someone who stayed in Motherwell. And then we travelled back up the same night. Motherwell lost 1-0. And I stayed in Motherwell on the Tuesday night. And on the Wednesday, I went from Motherwell to Cooper to pick up an extra bag. And then I went to my family holiday, which was up north in Murray on the Wednesday night. And conveniently, there was a game at Elgin between Elgin and Celtic Colts, and in which Celtic Colts won 4-1, and I went from Barrow to Elgin in the space of 24 hours.
Good grief. That's mental.
Okay, yes.
You are mental. So that was for a Motherwell friendly defeat to Barrow.
Yeah.
And then to see Elgin versus Celtic Colts.
Yeah.
You're off your rocker, mate.
What is that? Rocker.
What is that?
And you can watch both vlogs on the goggsysaan YouTube channel.
Love that plug. The links can be found down below.
Not yet, because there's been budget cuts and I couldn't get the link guy.
Oh, TV.
Absolutely mental. See when we're back in grounds, I'm gonna be here, there, and everywhere.
With his vaccine passport.
With my vaccine passport, yes, I have to say that. Jordan White scored against us as well that day. I'll never live that down.
What, for Barrow?
For Barrow, yeah.
And
then he signs like 4 years later for Motherwell, and he scored more against Motherwell than he did for Motherwell.
I actually thought he was a decent pickup from Inverness when you kind of saw it, but
I had my hopes.
Yeah. And Motherwell's track record with sort of English strikers that aren't all that fancied is quite good.
Well, the thing is, he's not even English. He's I think he started off professionally. I think he started off at Dunfermline.
Did he? Interesting.
I'm trying to remember, because I actually did a wee podcast with him for about half an hour.
Good guy.
He was a decent lad to talk to.
Top man.
Yeah, top man. Motherwell Morton game is going so terribly bad. It's still 0-0. We're in the 7th minute of extra time. And no, we don't have a corner. I thought we were going to get a corner.
Callum Butcher's just dragged one wide for United as well, so it's still 0-0 here. But you were saying, mate, sorry.
Apparently there was a wee claim for handball. They're hasty with the corner in, and no, his arms are too far in. Yes, Gogs, it was Dunfermline. Joseph can't wait to go down south on 29th of August for my first festival in 2 years since COVID. I'm craving my music fix so bad. Well, I'm going to transmit this year, so I'm looking forward to that. Go on.
There's a ball.
Chris Long! He's hit a fucking post! No way, man! No way!
There's a ball played over the top for Mark McNulty, and I thought he actually should do better, but he's won United a corner here, which Adrian Sporla is looking to take. Takes it short on the edge to fellow fullback Liam Smith. Out for Peter Pollitt. And we have the breakthrough. It's 1-0 United. Peter Pollitt from the edge of the area. They worked it short, like I say. Adrian Sporla into Liam Smith. Finds Peter Pollitt. Acres of space outside the box. And he rifles home past Mark McCallum, who has been booked and has actually made a couple decent saves to deny United as of a good 50-55 minutes here. But yeah, as the scoreline suggests, it's FORFAR Athletic 0, Dundee United 1. 56 minutes on the clock.
I can't fathom this. I just can't fathom this.
Keeper's unlucky, but it's a great strike. Sorry, mate.
Jake Hastie played a fantastic through ball. That's the best thing he's done all season. And Chris Long hits fucking post. Oh, it's just not our night, is it? I'm going on the Friday night to see the likes of KSI, Cortinas, trying to think off the top of my head who's going. Ian Brown.
I loved seeing the Cortiners live. They were class. Saw them at the Old Trafford cricket ground.
Oh, aye.
Very, very
Gallagher
good.
there,
What a night.
Look forward to that. I never went to the old St Mirren Love Street.
Oh, God. Let's not talk about St Mirren. Oh, dear.
Go on, Stephen O'Donnell. That's go on. Oh, what? My days. Good defending by the Morton boy.
I think Paisley's my most frequent away day, and I think I've seen Hearts win there once.
Is that why your podcast is called Perth to Paisley?
No, it's not why it's called Perth to Paisley. It's called Perth to Paisley because there's a Hearts song lyric which goes, and now the end is near. We followed Hearts from Perth to Paisley. And then obviously it's basically Frank Sinatra's My Way. I don't want to say that it's the European song because I'll get slewed for it, but it basically is. And yeah, so the Perth to Paisley sort of originated from that. And I just thought I'm a bit of a sucker for the alliteration and whatever. And yeah, took it from there. I thought it was quite a good name, so we're rolling with it.
Yeah, that's a good name. Billy Cairns. Yes, I've been nursing the same bottle. Like, I was expecting to drink a lot more, but I've been too engaged in the conversation tonight. I've been really enjoying myself, apart from the fact that Motherwell are still playing. Goodness.
Oh, sorry, Gogs. Forfar were just on the counter there. It was a long ball played over the top, and Stephen Doris takes a fantastic touch. But can't quite pick out his strike partner, Jordan Allen. So still 0-1 here. You
mean he's still playing? He's not been subbed yet?
Oh, just as you say that, funnily enough, it looks as though he's heading over. Just going to wait and get confirmation.
It's fine. Give him 50 minutes and he'll be fine.
Oh, he has. He's been taken off. It's literally been taken off slap bag on the hour, and it's Fenwick that's come on. Apologies that I don't know you. Should have taken a note of that. Watch him net the equaliser.
Oh, as that touch leaves a lot left to be desired.
In fairness, sorry mate, I did see that Forfar named 4 subs, so I didn't think I'd need any of them. But it's Scott Fenwick that's come on for Stephen Doris.
4 for 4. No, I don't think Adam's been to Somerset to see her.
I haven't, no, and it's quite a rare fixture. I think before this season, we'd only played them once in my lifetime and got knocked out the League Cup, I think, on pens after a 1-1 draw, I want to say. So yeah, not a frequent fixture.
Goodness, it's interesting.
It's the same with Morton. Morton Hearts. I think there was a piece in the Daily Record saying that it was one of the rarest fixtures in Scottish football. I think they hadn't played one another since the 80s or whatever. So yeah,
you know what's a rare fixture? Motherwell against Montrose. We've not played them since 1970.
Bloody hell.
We've also never played against Peterhead. We've never played at Balmoor.
God, Balmoor. Jesus. I want to say that was the first competitive meeting that we had, actually.
Oh, that's the shot of an out of confidence player. Oh, he snatched it. Sorry, mate.
No, it's all right. Jake Hasty, he's not really hit the heights since coming back on loan, has he? Did he not get off to a decent start? And it's just can't seem to get a game for whatever reason. No,
I'll tell you what. I'm not surprised. Like,
nah.
Literally, like, see if he was the player that he was 2 seasons ago. He'd have taken a touch and
rifled one home.
He'd have buried it past the keeper, because a player with belief would have gone on to score that chance.
It's mad. It's mad what that little bit of self-confidence can do. You totally see it. It's why you kind of write that, or certainly why I was sort of writing the cards for Hearts in the Premiership last time out. You could just see it amongst, various members of the playing squad, that it just week by week, drop points after drop points, it just becomes apparent that they just can't feel as though they can contribute in the same fashion as they previously did.
Absolutely. Like I've dealt with confidence issues on the pitch before. It's nothing great. Just
no, it's not nice. It's not nice.
For those who have just come on and are asking how the game's going, honestly, the game has been so bad. See, in my opinion, has Ty's move and Jones's move to Rangers, Hasty's move and Jones's move to Rangers has not benefited their careers at all. No, the thing is, footballers have a short career, and you've got to make your money where it is, where it's available. But at the same time, Jake Hasty had only broke into the first team.
It seemed far too soon at the time, didn't it?
It was just for the fact he was out of contract and he was playing fantastic. He was on his day, he was unplayable. I went, funnily enough, I think it was in the November before he came back while he was on loan at Alloa. I went to Morton against Alloa just because I hadn't been to Capello yet. And Jake Hasty absolutely ran amok, and they won 2-0. Alloa did. And it was 2 penalties, but they absolutely destroyed Morton because mainly Jake
Hasty's pace and power, wasn't he? He was a big boy and can shift.
And then he came straight into the Motherwell squad, as soon as his loan had ended. And a lot of the Alloa fans were a bit disappointed to see him go back to Far Park. And then from then on in, the rest is history.
That was quite a big thing at the time, because that January, everybody was sort of looking at it as though, where did he come from? And the second half of that season for Motherwell, if my memory serves me, he was excellent. And there was all the talk of, he'd been on loan at Alloa sort of in the first half, and there was no real rave reviews from kind of up above. It just, I don't know, it was such a weird sort of, I don't want to say a blessing in disguise, but certainly it was of great benefit to Motherwell at that stage, and really out of nowhere.
That's half time and extra time, still 0-0. We've had the best chance of the game there. The great through ball from Hasty, and Chris Long hits the post. Just so unfortunate. I'm not even going to say anything. We don't deserve to win this game. Over the course of that 90 minutes, Morton were a much better team. Extra time, we've been on top, but I would say that's down to fitness. But it's the fact that we've come out and just hardly played at all today, and for me, that's why we're not going to go through.
It's not what you want to hear.
It's not, but I mean, I deal in facts, mate, and when my team's shite, I'm the first one to admit it.
Don't do ifs, buts, and maybes, do absolutes.
Exactly, that's it, mate.
I've just seen a bit of bad news there for United. The camera panned to Benji Siegrist in the stand, and his arm appears to be in a cast, so don't know how long he's out for. But yeah, so obviously that explains why why Denny's Mehmet has come in between the sticks for United tonight, because by all accounts it seemed as though Siegrist would start. So yeah, a bit of a weird one for the United keeper, and I mean, it shouldn't matter too much. They're practically safe, but in terms of sort of playing for pride for the rest of their season, obviously it looks as though they're in a good spot to progress in the Cup. The Premiership fixtures may seem pointless, but still a fair chunk to be played. And he's arguably been their star performer this season, so a big blow for United, certainly.
Absolutely. And yes, 3 said words. That is my main fear. That is why I'm already on the cusp of accepting defeat tonight. Liam L, I get what you guys mean, but I think if he stayed at Motherwell where he got played most weeks, yeah, this is exactly what I said at the time. It's why I was frustrated about Jake Hastie going. Adam, I'm pretty sure you'll share the same opinion that when Hearts players have gone to Rangers or Celtic, you've been very disappointed because, I mean, it's the fact that they've got the chance of playing against your team 3 times a season as well.
Yeah, and inevitably come back to haunt you, don't they? It seems to always be the case.
Absolutely. Like when we let Scott McDonald go to Celtic, he scored, I think it was something like 16% of his goals that he scored in his team at Celtic were against Motherwell.
That's unbelievable. It's funny though, mate. I think I'm probably looking across the capital in the sense that it's probably hurt Hibs more. I can think of just off the top of my head, obviously Scott Brown, Kevin Thompson, Stephen Whittaker, Derek Riordan, Chris Killen, all moved on to kind of the old firm. There's bound to be some more, but that's, like I say, just off the top of my head. So Hearts, it never really was a thing. I think we've always tried to not let them, with exceptions of kind of Stephen Presley and Paul Hartley to Celtic. Mm-hmm. I can't really think of any others off the top of my head that are seemingly all that obvious.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I didn't have a problem with David Turnbull going to Celtic because that was going to happen anyway. But my main problem was the fact that everyone was making such a big deal about Motherwell wanting £3 million for him.
Which I think was justified. Sorry to cut you off there. Yeah. I think it was justified at the time.
But my problem is, had that been me, I'd been wanting £5 million because Celtic are in the same league. Like, I don't mind if a team down south are wanting one of my players for £3 million if he's worth £3 million. But if it's a team in the same league, I'm wanting to double or at least get another 50% of the already base transfer fee, because it just annoys me when old players come back to bite you in the backside.
Would you rather have sold down south for 3 mil or Celtic for 5?
Down south for 3 million, 100%.
Interesting.
Because
I'm inclined to agree.
Like, I know you said earlier, only deal in absolutes, not ifs, buts, and maybes. But what if, like, picture the scene? Your team needs a draw, and it's the last game of the season, and you have to stay up with a point, and you're drawing 0-0 against whoever you're against, and this player who's playing against you that made the transfer the previous season.
Yeah, it's inevitable. You know what's going to happen. You know what comes next.
What if he dives, wins a penalty, scores the penalty, and that goes on to haunt you for the rest for maybe another couple of seasons after? Because what if you're relegated from that? Like, it's all hypothetical. My point stands.
No, you're right, mate. It's a weird one. Sorry to obviously shy away from this conversation, but United making a double change here.
Yeah.
Lawrence Shankland's come off for Louis. Is it Louis Appere or Appere? I don't know how you say his name. And Callum Butcher's obviously also come off to be replaced by Ian Harkes. So Harkes and Appere on, Shankland and Butcher off.
Louis Appere is the greatest footballer I've played alongside.
When did you play alongside him?
He went to my school.
Did he?
Yeah. I was in the same set as him for first year maths. That's one of my many claims to fame.
What a time to be alive.
Oh, definitely. I don't know if Turnbull wanted to stay. But by the way, Nathan McGinley's just absolutely shatting that boy. But it's putting a bad cross.
Was Turnbull not a Boyhood fan, though?
Thing is, I hear different stories, but I'm not going to commit to an answer because I don't know well enough. Like, I've heard stories of
If
people.
you're pardon the pun.
Yeah, but I don't think some people said he was a Celtic boy growing up. Others say that he was a Motherwell boy growing up. So it's one of those, but
just between those two.
I think it's between those two anyway. I mean, I know someone who lives right next to him.
Right, okay. I don't know.
Goggles looks sleep deprived. Yes, I get very little sleep.
Oh, that makes two of us, mate. Absolutely knackered.
It's the effect of supporting a team that's not successful.
It wears you down, doesn't it?
It does. It just drives
seasons feel twice as long.
Yeah, it drives you to the drink.
It does. It really does. I think I'll have a couple before I nip to my bed tonight. 100%.
Yeah, but shout out to everyone who's joined us in the chat. We've got 103 people on. That's probably a high point for tonight. So thanks everyone for coming on. I've honestly no idea how long we're going to be on for. Probably till the climax of FORFAR against Dundee United, because that's the only thing that seems logical. That was like Ryan Jack, played for Aberdeen most of his career, and as soon as he signs for Rangers, he says he is a boyhood fan of Rangers.
What was that? Ryan Jack was a boyhood Celtic fan, was that?
But I have no idea.
Oh, all right. Played for... all right, okay. I don't know. Not a clue.
If you win on pens, I think it should be a late night football manager. Not tonight. I've got plans for whenever this stream finishes.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, indeed.
Oh.
It is film night in Goggsy Mansion. So we'll probably watch some Lord of the Rings or whatever.
I was literally about to ask what's on the agenda. Lord of the Rings.
Yes. The one ring to rule them all. How's Motherwell playing tonight? I'd rather shy away from that question.
You've been asked that countless times, didn't you?
The fact I'm not talking about it just goes to show how bad we've been playing.
5-10 minutes later, frequently they've been shit. We've been pish. Oh.
We have been awful. There's another wasted cross into the box.
A round robin of those three words, isn't it?
What a beautiful phrase that is, Adam.
Pish, shite, and awful.
Yeah.
Oh dear, this hasn't been a classic either, to be honest. It's getting to the stage now where I'm sort of hoping that the next 15 minutes just fly by, and I'm not really arsed if United get another, but I just don't want FORFAR to equalise. The fact that this is broadcast on national television, good grief.
I know. 2-1 to Everton against Spurs, by the way.
Bloody hell.
We'll hope that FORFAR United doesn't go to extra time so we can give everyone an early night.
They've literally just headed over. I think it was the substitute, Scott Fenwick, was it? It's a decent ball, actually. It gets worked out to the left-hand side. Just try to see who that is that's come up there. I think it's BJ Cole. Sends in a decent delivery, but Fenwick nods just over. Not a bad effort considering the angle that he was at, but still remains 4-0, United 1.
Jake Hasty with a bad tackle there at the halfway line. FORFAR Ultras are at the game. I'm standing in someone's roof.
I'm a big fan of that. Why not?
I love that. I appreciate that.
I mean, they probably should be watching it on the box, but never mind. That's probably the only reason why they're there. Just get their 5-10 minutes of fame.
It's oh my god, I thought it was 1-0 Morton. Liam Kelly was out jumped there by the Morton striker. I think it was Muirhead.
Oh, must be. Oh, I think he's been flagged offside. Mark McNulty it was. It's clipped in, I think, from Liam Smith, and it's headed on. But I think Mark McNulty's in an offside position. Just having a look at it back.
You know what?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely off.
You know what? That header was actually goal bound, but Liam Kelly made a save there. That was superb. Absolutely brilliant. Liam Kelly saving us again, man.
Sounds like you're hanging on, mate.
Liam Kelly has been the signing of the season for the second half of the season.
I can't think of any other real January arrivals in Scotland that could put forward a better case for, to be honest.
He's been worth about 10, 15 points himself.
But it's like we said with a stream recently, you know, it just goes to show what having a good goalkeeper does. 100%.
Oh, penalty! Oh, no, he went down too easy for that. Am I nervous if this goes to penalties? Given I've witnessed 3 big penalty shootouts for teams that I've supported this season, I think I'm used to it by now. Although you can never mentally prepare yourself enough for a penalty shootout.
The 3 being 2 for Scotland and
when Motherwell were 2-0 up in Coleraine, and Coleraine pegged us back to 2 each, and we beat them on penalties.
Bloody hell! You forget that's this season. That feels like a lifetime ago, eh? Do you not think so? No.
It does, mate. It really does.
It really does. That's crazy.
Go on, McGinley. Get a good cross in. Oh, what a save! Oh my God! McGinley with a good ball in. A header destined for the top corner from Jake Hasty, and oh, what a save! Campbell looked to have been down. Yeah, Alan Campbell's injured, which is also not good. Yeah, that was going right into the postage stamp, and the Morton goalkeeper has come up with a fantastic save.
If it's who I'm thinking of, Aidan McAdams, he's probably their best player. He's not too bad. United got another corner here. It's Peter Pollock to swing it in.
Michael Presley says, I wish this Motherwell game was on BBC instead of FORFAR. No, you don't. You honestly don't.
To be fair, I think BBC are kicking themselves that they didn't choose St Mirren Inverness, because this has been dire, drab.
That should have been a penalty.
Might just have to use your round robin of phrases, mate.
Yeah,
it's been absolutely awful. This has been pish and it's been shite.
Yeah. Mark O'Hara, who's a great penalty taker, is going to be coming on to replace Alan Campbell, I'm assuming. But yeah, that looking back at the replay, that should have been a penalty. Jake Hasty was clipped. His heel was clipped, and that's what caused him to go down. Gogsy, don't have a meltdown when the famous ton send the well flying out the cup. Yeah, I'm accepting it at this point.
How long to go, mate?
We've got 2 minutes plus stoppage. I'll have to rush to the toilet.
Understandably so. United making another change here. I think it is Peter Pollock coming off, and it looks like Jandal Fuchs coming on.
I'm even at the point where I'm getting pre-piss shivers. You know that?
Oh, hate it. It is Jandal Fuchs that's come on. I think he's just back from injury. He's seemingly impressed. I can't admit to have seen much of him, but certainly United fans on Twitter seem to be ranting and raving about the boy in the middle of the park. So,
Callum Thompson, Stevie's been taking a break recently. That's all. Nothing controversial. Remember who's the ref? Oh yeah, Willie Colm. It's always the same though. Right, didn't concede here because that'll just fucking piss me off. Well done, Kelly. Nah, I back us in this because we've got Liam Kelly in goals. Kane's just scored. It's 2 each.
I'll take that from a fantasy.
That's a free kick. And a yellow card.
United looking to come forward again. But again, it's just... It's what I see with Hearts on a regular basis. It's just possession for possession's sake. No FORFAR pressing. So, the ball's in United's court, so to speak. But
yeah, well, I think we'll get beat on penalties. It's about time.
Oh, mate, please don't. I can't bear the thought of Hibs playing Morton in the cup.
Come on. Yes! Oh my God! Stephen O'Donnell! 1-0! 120 minutes!
Oh my goodness.
Get in there! Into the channel! 1-0! Yes! Oh, yeah, beauty! Oh, yes!
I was waiting for the friend of the channel shout. I was waiting on it.
Yes! Oh, my days!
Thank Christ.
A proper daisy cutter, but we'll take it.
Thank God for that. Sorry, Morton fans.
Yes! Oh my God!
Oh, Mark McNulty's just had one cleared off the line as well. United on the break there. I think he was fed forward by your mate Louis Appere or Appere. I still don't know how to say his name. And Mark McNulty looks to shoot across McCallum, but he's bailed out by a FORFAR defender on the line. So 7 minutes to go. It's still FORFAR Athletic 0, Dundee United 1.
Oh my God!
But you don't care a jot about that, given the drama.
Being subbed. 121 minutes on the clock. Know your place, Morton. Know your place.
I can't wait to watch this back and actually see you go nuts because I'm still watching FORFAR United. I want to see your exact reaction. I just heard a yes!
Oh my God. All right, Stefan, how's it going?
Oh, dearie me.
No way. Don't tell me Morton have scored.
No way.
No. No. You're teasing. What?
Surely
no!
not.
Fuck off! I can't even believe that.
My God.
122 minutes.
Oh dear.
I can't fucking believe this. I can't.
Wow.
I honestly can't believe it. From a set piece. Oh my God.
Who is it? The boy Fjortov. Did he not play for Akis as well? Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Oh mate. That is a kick in the nuts if ever I've seen one.
It's the most Motherwell thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Right. This is why we drink.
Like Ross Bailey says. Oh my word. Good effort, lad. Jesus.
I didn't even notice how much I went down. I'm just...
And now that I just heard the gulps, I'm still watching here. Oh no, you know it's bad when the BBC have just popped up with a goal alert. Motherwell 1, Morton 0.
No way! They're so... My reaction... Yeah, I know my reaction's getting clipped. I am going to the toilet.
No.
Fuck
You can't take it.
I can't believe this, man.
Well, here's your chance to send in some comments from me, folks. Obviously, Goggs is the host, so I can't highlight them. But now's your chance quickly before the pens. Wow, cannot believe that. I just look at all these comments. Oh dear, poor Goggs. If they get beat on pens, oh my goodness. Could you imagine? We may well have a chance against Morton, Liam.
I'm good beating, man. We've now got 196 people. Where have you been the whole season? We're averaging 70 people on fucking stream. And we've now got 200 people in the chat.
It's just to see your collapse, mate. This is
Fuck
it.
off, man.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my days.
United seem to just be winding the clock down here. 87 gone and it's still 1-0. Been very, very poor.
The whole Morton fan base has come on. I've accepted defeat. I'm just saying, I have accepted defeat.
I cannot believe that. That is genuinely nuts.
Oh, mate.
Oh, there's Daniel. What a boy. My podcast co-host. What's happening, mate?
Liam Kelly, masterclass inbound. I hope so. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nah, that's Morton keeper's got it in the bag. He's been class friend the night.
Aidan McAdams to win the tie.
Right, I'm just gonna.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna read any comments, because it will just be spoilers in the chat. I'm not reading any comments, so I don't wanna know.
Deary me. It's getting to the stage now where they've just popped up with the goal alert, the equaliser. I'm at 88.5 minutes here, but I feel like watching you instead.
Mark O'Hara, yes, there we go. Sent the keeper wrong way. Lovely jubbly. 1-0. We'll take that.
Oh!
What's that?
No, just added some effect, added to the tense atmosphere.
Right, at least we're taking penalties first, so come on. Oh, bastards! Liam Kelly just missed it. Oh, one each. Oh my god. I honestly can't take it.
I don't envy you, mate.
I honestly can't take this, mate.
It's PTSD for December. The
Devante Cole, please, Devante.
The FORFAR keeper's just come up from a corner if anybody's watching that.
Oh my god. Yes! 2-1. There we go. We'll take that.
Can United
good penalty.
Can United break with a keeper out his goal?
The keeper seems to like diving to his left. Go on, Liam Kelly. He's rushing it. Oh, it's sent Kelly the wrong way. My palms are sweating.
Was that two each after 4 pens?
2 each after 4 pens. Oh no. I'm sweating like a chip shop window. I don't like this at all, man. Oh, Chris Long next. 239 people in the chat. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my fucking mental crisis. No, he's taking too long in positioning the ball. I don't like this at all. The ball's sitting inside the grass. Yes, 3-2. He smashed it again. Come on. We've sent the keeper the wrong way 3 times out of 3. Come on. Oh, no. It's the 7th penalty that is the most crucial penalty of a penalty shootout. If we score the 7th penalty, I'm confident we're going to go and win it. But Kelly's...
Sorry, mate. I feel like just abandoning this game and watching you because this is just... this is so dead, but you're just not.
Yes! Kelly saved it! He's fucking saved it! Come on! Yes! Come on. Come on. Come on. Do it for the Claret Amber ribbons. Please, come on. Oh no! Jake Casey's on the 7th penalty. No. Come on.
To knock Kibbs out, please.
No, I'm not confident with this. I'm not confident at all. Oh, he smashed it. He smashed it into the top corner. It's right in the pocket. It's 4-2 to Motherwell on penalties. Come on.
So they have to score.
Please. 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 Come on, Liam Kelly. The guy's looking up. It's a wry smile. He looks pretty old. Oh, he's put it in the far corner. That's a pretty smart penalty. That's an experienced professional.
I was about to say it must be the experience coming into play.
Experience. It was a wry smile that sent Kelly the wrong way. Very nicely done. I appreciate a wry smile. Right, friend of the channel, Stephen O'Donnell taking this penalty. Come on.
To seal the deal.
Seal this deal like he did with his contract in midweek. Come on. He scored the goal. Please, Stephen O'Donnell. Yes! He's done it! He's done it! Motherwell are through to the next round of the Scottish Cup. It's the quarter-final. 1 win away from Hampden now. Motherwell have beaten Morton after a 1-each draw. The last time Motherwell beat Morton on penalties, Motherwell went on to win the Scottish Cup. Come on! Yes!
I mean, for those that are interested, it's full time at Station Park. 4-0 United won in a terrible affair, particularly in comparison to that at Fir Park, wouldn't you say, Goggsy?
Yeah. Adam, I need you to count me in 3. It's count down from 3.
3, 2, 1.
She won! She won! A quite number 11! A quite number 11 in the very month of May! And when I asked why she wore that ribbon, she said it's for the whale and we're going to win the cup! Win the cup! Win the cup! She said it's for the whale and we're going to win the cup! Oh, yes!
I mean, if that's what a 1-1 draw does against Great Morton, that speaks volumes.
In 1991, so there's hope for us yet.
Good grief.
Oh, apparently CJ Nova was watching us on his live stream. Oh, brilliant.
What do you mean watching us? He was watching you.
Yes!
Please just do the deed and get to Hampden. That's all I ask. I don't care after that. Just knock them out.
With a pleasure. That'd be beautiful.
Up the steel, man.
Up the steel, man. There we go. That's embarrassing. Fuck up, LT. Get up, mate.
LT, he's been put through the ringer tonight. Come on. Give the boy a break.
I've been to hell and back again.
Oh,
there's another Hobbit reference, by the way.
Unreal. What a night of drama.
Oh my god.
You've probably aged about 10 years.
Try 12, mate.
Oh, dearie me. What happened with their goal? Just a corner kick?
Yeah, corner comes in. Fjordtoft headers it down the way. Kelly gets it like a hand to it, but it's too strong a header.
That is the most incredible ending to a cup tie I can remember for a good wee while.
Nah, fuck it. Fuck off. Never again. Never again. Just give us a cup now. I've been through hell enough.
The character. The boys are showing their spirit. Oh,
passionately, dear. We're going to win the cup.
Oh.
Oh, here's hoping that Stranraer can go in and beat Hibs on Sunday. Do us a favour.
That would be nice.
That'd be really nice.
That would be nice.
Tommy Gunn, we play the winner of Stranraer or Hibs on Sunday. That's when the tie will be in it. Sorry, I need to just change this banner quickly. There we go. That's better. It's a shame to see that half the audience is left because Motherwell won. They didn't see my reaction to Motherwell getting beat. But that's life. Such is life. I would rather see Motherwell win the Champions League on 0 viewers than see Motherwell get relegation with 50 million viewers. You know, that's the way I look at it anyway. Cheers, James. He's gave us a good game. Like Morton, absolutely deserved much better than losing on penalties. I think Morton were the better team tonight. But to be honest,
for you, James, that's a kick in the nuts, mate.
I have to be honest there. Like that was a potential banana skin, and fair play to Morton. I mean, if Morton play like they did tonight, I can see them staying up this season. So absolutely fair enough.
Starting with us on Tuesday night, I'm unaware of Morton's final 2 fixtures, but listen, with Hearts on the box, they're certainly in my shout.
Yeah. Don says, I take anyone in the semis. Let's get through the quarters first. Let's not get far too ahead of ourselves. But yeah, Adam, tell us about FORFAR against Dundee United.
Absolutely dire, mate. Just a really boring game of football. United certainly had the better opportunities. One via a Peter Pollitt strike from a well-worked set piece that looked to be sort of straight off the training ground. But on the whole, a pretty drab affair has become the norm, seemingly, on the BBC Scotland channel. Not just Hearts, thankfully, that serve up a snooze fest. So, listen, United through, and to be honest, if they're looking at it, the last sort of 2 cup fixtures that they've had, perhaps fortunate to get past Partick Thistle, and certainly the better side this evening. Granted, could have scored a few more, but the scorelines haven't been all that convincing. But like we've just discovered, all that matters in the cup is ultimately the result. So United through to the last 8, and deserved, certainly on the balance of play tonight. Like I say, could have and probably should have scored a few more. But they'll head back to Tannadice knowing that they're a game away from Hampden, like yourselves, mate.
Mate, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Well said.
And on that note, I think it's time to crack open another bottle and enjoy the rest of our evening. But on that happy note, feel free to join us all tomorrow from 5:15 as we cover Aberdeen versus Livingston and St Johnstone against Clyde on Saturday's stream. And then on Sunday, we'll be covering the most minor tie of the round, which is Rangers versus Celtic. So I'd like to thank Adam for coming on and being my co-host tonight.
Pleasure, mate. Thank you very much for having me, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ross Bailey says, quick tip, in 1991, Motherwell played Morton. The score finished 1 each. The Well won 5-3 on penalties. Coincidence?
It gets weirder. It gets weirder and weirder.
It gets so much weirder. But yeah, Adam's cracking again tonight. And yeah, on that happy note, drive safe, guys. See you tomorrow.